medical study on the effects of marijuana use confirms that everyone knows you're high and that you'll most likely never stop feeling like this.
Your parents know you're high. Your friends know you're high. Strangers on the street know you're high.
Welcome to Everyone Knows You're High. Hosted by Uncle Kalei.
You're gonna never come back, you know, all that stupid shit.
And Uncle Erik.
If I could like retreat away.
Yeah, you should definitely try that.
This is forever. This is the new reality.
Enjoy the show. Enjoy the show. Enjoy the show. Enjoy the show.
Sapien. All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Everyone Knows You're High, starring the Grow Guru and myself, Uncle Erik. This week we have Andy from Dojo Outfitters.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for having me, man. This is a great setup, man. I appreciate you guys for this opportunity. It's amazing. I was even walking through the studio you guys have, and it's like, man, you guys are just like killing it. So for you guys to open up your platform to me, much appreciation for that. Thank you. Both of you. Thank
man. Guaranteed.
Yo.
You know, we heard you're in town. We're like, fuck, come on back, man.
Yeah.
Retrace your steps, the roots.
Dude, I was driving. I told you, even I was like driving up here. I was like, my eyes were getting watery, like just from like coming up like all these streets that I walk my dog on and like going to elementary school. Like, man, I text my wife like, man, like, is this good to be back home and actually on the streets that I grew up on? Dude, it's a trip. I haven't been here probably like 20 plus years. Like, yeah, it's been a trip.
You never came up the hill.
No, I did. No, I have. But like to actually like spend time and like not just pass through.
Right.
And actually with the perspective and eyes that I have like today.
Right.
So yeah.
More settled too, right?
And more settled and thinking about the future. Kind of like what we talked about. We're reflecting with kids. Like, dude, it's just like no man ever crosses the same river because the river's not the same and he's not the same man. Right? You guys heard that before. But like, dude, I'm not the same guy that I was when I grew up here. But like when I'm even like all the distances seem shorter. All everything that I thought it was so big is so much smaller, but it's like in a positive way, you know. So, but yeah, anyway, dude, Pro City in the house, hell yeah, in the building, Chargers.
Do you guys ever have like memories where you go somewhere and it's like it's a lot brighter here than I remember? Like memories seem dim.
Yeah,
or is that just me?
It was always overcast when we were kids.
No, like you go into a place for the second time, you're like, it just seems brighter. Like, was it always this bright? Like,
we're old. Our eyes are sensitive to
how
the
about
sun.
just the
humidity? About like 2 days ago.
The humidity and just the sun rays of like being in Hawaii, because I live in Oregon now, and like the sun, like I feel like the sun is like right when I'm in Kailua doing yard work. This thing is like I get blasted.
You've
in
gotten
like
hella
20
pasty
minutes.
being in the Pacific Northwest,
dude.
though.
That's what that's.
Your almond tinge has
dude.
left
No,
you.
okay, thank you.
Can you pass that way, sir?
Dude, it'll come back though. It'll come back. A couple hours of yard work, I'll be all right.
Under constant like cloud cover.
Weed whacking will do that to you.
Yeah.
Give you a fucking gnarly tan. Yeah, man. So, history of Andrew Hung and your journey through judo, jiu-jitsu for people who don't know.
Wait, hold on, sorry. Before we get into that, shout out to the fucking production crew, full house tonight.
Hell
Everybody
yeah.
here.
Hell yeah.
Sponsors,
Butt
Small
Naked.
Kind. Hi.
Mills, thank you so much, Mills, giving an opportunity to showcase everybody.
We're not gonna do all of them. I just wanted to say them because they
Shout outs.
Hey.
Butt naked.
But yeah, sorry. No, go ahead. Sorry, stop it.
For
the way.
For everyone who doesn't know, you accomplished judo, jiu-jitsu, so you're black belt judo, black belt jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, 4th degree in judo and 2nd degree in jiu-jitsu, yeah.
Olympian under your belt too, right?
Olympic qualifier, and that's actually like, I gotta make sure that's like stated, because like to be an Olympian, it's like you're saying you're from Hawaiian or you have Hawaiian blood. Like we all know that's two different things.
Right.
So to be like not Olympian but Olympic qualifier, like it does matter.
Good to clarify.
For sure.
Yeah.
Because like the people I run with is like that means a lot. To be
Mm.
an Olympian means a lot. So I don't want to disrespect that and be like, yeah, I was that.
Well, good to clarify now. 'Cause I've been talking shit for years.
No, for sure. No,
My boy Annie's a fucking
you
Olympian.
can. Yeah, keep doing that for you can.
Definitely.
I won't.
Got
though.
you. I got you. Now I'm like, oh fuck, okay, I was fucking sorry, judo community for shitting on the for the Olympians.
No, but you know what's funny is we're talking about Pro City, the history of Pro City Judo, and this is like, you know, for if there's, you know, judoka listening out there, like Pro City has deep judo roots. Like multiple legit Olympians have come from Pro City High School, specifically Leeward Judo Dojo, which is right over in Pro City Cafeteria. And like, I started in that pot. Like I started there unknowingly because I was, my first 3 years I was in Salt Lake. I was in Wanalua, like that area. Then my dad moved to Palisades. So that put me in Pro City School District.
Yep.
But little did I know over time, as I got of age to start doing judo, that this was like, you know, arguably the premier school. I mean, Mililani was pretty good too. I was talking to the production over here too. Mililani was good too, but like nothing to the Pro City Chargers, by the way. They got
the hoof
smoked.
animals.
Just to make it
PDXBJJ.
clear, right?
Yes.
Just make it clear, right?
Academics?
Academics?
Questionable.
We're not
But
talking
fucking
academics here.
Judo,
Talk about raw beef.
band,
We're
volleyball,
talking for Epones, you know
soccer.
what I mean? But Pro City High School was had a lineage and had a history, and I just planted to start there. So from middle school at Highlands down the street, started doing judo with my brother, who was also 2000 grad from Pro City.
Shout out to Louis Hung.
Shout out to my older brother, true samurai. But from 13, I was already training with high schoolers. And man, the age gap between the age, physical, and mentality from a 13-year-old to like a 16, 17-year-old, I was getting smoked. And
100%.
I was trying like as hard a 13-year-old could possibly do. And even against like a 16-year-old, like just constantly just getting whooped on. Like nothing would work. But in hindsight, when finally I caught up to high school, there was also a judo dojo in the Pro City cafeteria. So not only was I doing Leeward judo practices, I was also doing high school judo practices. So basically doing 2 a days since I was 13. Long story short, by that time I came up to high school, like all those extra practices, all those extra beatdowns, all the extras instruction I got paid off. And super fortunate to have had success competing in high school, OIA state champ, Western champion, pretty much like anything that could. And I'm saying this not to be cocky because, like, believe me, on the back end, like, I thought I was really good. Then I went to college and I got
Whole different
smoked. But just to touch on the history of Pro City, like, man, deep judo roots here, still going on today.
Yeah,
still going on today.
When you were like 13 and that time when you were doing 2 a days, like outside of judo practice, were you like doing stuff with the mindset like to improve judo?
I
like,
was.
Were you working out, getting
my
cardio
older
and
brother.
shit?
Luckily, my brother was already on the team too.
Yeah.
So he already, you know, he was full bore into martial artists. You know, he was full bore into that. And even just working out, like my dad, like we had, remember the deck?
Oh, the gazebo?
Remember that gazebo?
Yes,
Like, you know it.
sir.
Yeah, we had a
Yeah.
gazebo in the back of my house, and like it was all punching bags, jumping rope, pull-up bar, dumbbells. Like, dude, my dad, you know,
The OG
set it
P90X,
up.
man. You guys
Dude.
were doing circuit trainings from fucking
We were
way
doing Palisades 90X, dog.
Yes,
That-
sir.
forget the P. It was
There
for
you go.
Palisades, man. So we would be killing it, like, you know, just doing stuff in there. Like, so yeah, to answer your question, dude, like, it was fortunate that my brother or my dad set up that physicality. And this is like 13 going on, you know, I'm 37 now, still doing it. You
Yep.
know, so from the start, foundation was laid already, you know.
It's amazing you stood healthy during that entire time because it's a high impact sport, right?
Dude.
So, especially jiu-jitsu, right?
Dude, you get fucked up. Like, I recently tore my LCL, which is the outside ligament, 100% tear, dude. 100% tear.
Off.
I got fucked up.
No shit.
So I was at 10 Planet Portland.
Yeah.
Shout out to 10 Planet Portland, by the way. They're all good people over there.
Yeah, it's like leg lock places. I just tore my fucking LCL.
But it wasn't even at a leg
I
lock,
was just
though.
fucking around.
Dude, if it was, I'd be able to, like, I would be like,
Say,
okay, it
like,
makes sense.
Yeah.
But I was training this dude, you know, I'm lumped in with the heavyweights. What they do at 10 Planet Portland is they line everybody up by weight, and they say, okay, coach will count off, professor will count off, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you're a group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you're a group. So, like, your boy's, like, 215, 220 on a plate lunch day. So I'm at the end
extra
of the line.
rice.
I'm at the end of the line.
Yeah.
So sure enough, dude, like, I'm getting lumped in with these big dudes. And, like, you know, we're doing work. Long story short, I take the back. I get my hooks in. The guy's flat belly down. Dude, he tries to like roll over, which is what you're supposed to do if you have your back taken. Yeah. And my leg is caught underneath his. It's in his like hip line. Like I have his back. So he turns. My leg pops like a carrot, dude. Like I felt like when you're making beef stew and you cut the carrot. That would happen in my knee, and I was like, "Oh shit!" I felt it immediately.
Gone,
100%, dude. Gone. Yeah. So I mean, I give a little yelp. You know, I put ice on it. I'm driving home. I'm like shaking because I'm like, I'm fucked up. Like,
you know what's going on,
yeah. So, but I mean, talk about that. That's like my biggest injury, and I've been doing this since I was 13.
Neck and back. How's that?
Does that require surgery to fix?
Dude, the funny thing is, I had to get an MRI because, like, dude, it was ligament work. So like, I went to the urgent care the next day. And like, dude, I was messed up.
Shout out to urgent care.
Shout out to all the urgent care people out there for saving people, dude.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, I couldn't even walk. My wife was like, because I didn't even wake her up. I went to bed and I was like, fucking like, my leg up. Next day I was like, cold. You have to carry me to the shower. I can't walk. And she's like, what happened? I was like, I got fucked up.
Yeah.
But
it's easier to handle with a full night's rest. You know, she's able to come in with a clear head.
Yeah, well, she had the baby too,
real.
so I'm not gonna wake her up and be like, I broke my leg, I gotta cut it off. Like, I don't know what to do. Like, I'm not gonna give her that. You know, I'm not gonna like put that pressure on her.
Right.
But no, to answer your question, got the MRIs, saw 2 different doctors. The first doctor I saw, right? If you go to a barber, they're gonna tell you need a haircut.
Of course.
I saw this doctor and he was like, surgery, April 11th, like that's what's happening. The first time I'm seeing this guy, he sees my MRI first day. He's like, yeah, surgery, April 11th. We're going to do rehab, pre-surgery rehab.
Got you.
And I'm like, that's kind of fucked up. Like, I don't.
Pre-op, you right
like,
away.
Buy me a drink first. Like, you're just going to like.
Fuck me in the ass.
They saw the ribeye. They saw the Wagyu beef. And like, we want to cut this dude up. And I was like, I don't know. This is weird, dude. This is weird. So I got my second opinion from another doctor. And he was like, I wouldn't do any surgery. You should just do PT.
Off a full tear?
Full tear.
Wow.
Just do PT because you want to build the surrounding muscles around it.
Yeah.
Because like in the hierarchy of knee ligaments, they're all important. But the MCL, LCL are on like the back end of like importance. I've teared my MCL before too, but not complete tear. But the ACL and PCL is the 2 ones that cross in the middle. Those are the ones like if you fuck that up, that's going to be bad. So luckily, that's going to be surgery. So long story short, I was like, you know what? If it's PT, I like to
brace them.
I like to work out anyway. Like fuck it, let's do it. I'll just do that and avoid the knife. So luckily, one of my blue belts at the time, he also tore his LCL, and he just like, dude, straight up just PT'd me. Zach LaBianco, shout out to Zach, but he brought me back.
Wow.
Yeah, dude, it's a trip. So you don't get through. Talk to any judo, jiu-jitsu black belt. Like you don't get through this journey without sacrificing something.
Yeah. You give it back to the sport.
Yeah, you have to give my fucking LCL to the sport.
But it's good as an LCL, not your fucking discs. You know,
not yet, because like I ain't stopping like until like I'm gonna be doing this forever.
Yeah.
But 100%. Like in order to have that, like my brother actually would be really good. But like Odin had to give his eye to get foresight of the future.
Right.
Like even to gods, nothing is free.
Right.
So if I'm gonna be a black belt and I'm gonna do this for a long time. My card just came up and my LCL had to go. Or like other guys will be elbow, other guys will be neck. But like what we're doing is dissecting the human anatomy against someone that wants to fight you back. If that's what we agree on, like people are going to get fucked up.
Yeah. Yep.
That's true.
It's bound to happen. It's a game of numbers, right?
It's a game of numbers.
How much rounds you do.
So my card finally came up and like even mentality, that's why I related to that. I related to a deck of cards. Because like I didn't get pissed off when I got my black belt. I didn't have that negative energy to it. I didn't get pissed off when, good things happen. So I got to keep the same energy. If I
into the yang, bro,
dude, if I have to pull a card that is that or close my gym, that's the card I have to play. Fuck it, that's what I'm playing.
That's a good way to look at things.
Yeah, dude, just roll with everything.
Yep.
Yep.
So back like in high school when every other kid was having extracurricular activities, if you know what I mean. Were you staying clean and like focusing on like health and?
I didn't even drink until I went to college.
Yeah.
And I never even smoked till I went to college either. Take care. See you guys.
Thank you guys.
Aloha. Yeah, dude. I don't know what it was. It was just like whether my family situation or my brother my brother didn't do it and like you probably know like I was like
he was straight edge and he was such a good role model for you during you guys
still
growing
is
up.
Yeah, still is. And like because he wasn't doing it, okay, I'm not gonna do it.
Why would I?
Yeah, why would I? If he's going to the judo dojo, I'm gonna go. If he's dressing this way, I'm gonna dress this way. Like that's how my brother was to me.
On subject of dressing that way, when I first met this motherfucker, I'm like, whoa.
Are you homeless? Like what?
Why? What's up with the torn pants?
Yeah.
You good? Like,
No, yeah. I
That
don't know.
Vans, you want? Like I was like, hey, you have an extra pair.
Remember
I
my
play volleyball.
shoes too?
Fuck, dude, you had that for
The
years.
ES skate shoes. Actually, I used to
ES.
duct tape. Yeah,
Holy
ES.
shit, that's a
Dating
throwback.
myself.
He kept
yeah.
it alive for
Fuck.
years.
Duct
dude.
tape. It was gnarly, dude. But I like to listen to like punk, and I was not really a skater, but I wanted to dress like a skater because it was so cool. But I was like kind of like figuring myself out, kind of like.
Giving him a hard time about how he dressed back in the
I
90s.
did not. Did I ever? I don't
doing
think
it
I
right
did.
now.
Dude, fuck that.
Yeah.
You didn't. No, none of these guys did.
No, but he's doing it right now.
Yeah, now you are, Ellsworth.
Because
now you are.
look it up, motherfuckers. There's only one L.
He's the king of a town, if you didn't know, in fucking
What?
somewhere. Ellsworth Village Chronicles.
No, man, that was fucking cool, man. I was like, wait a minute. This is a skater-looking kid. He's got glasses. I was like, oh, shit, he's got cauliflower at such a young age.
I did have cauliflower at young age.
Oh,
I did.
shit.
I was like, holy shit, dude.
Yeah.
Back when people didn't know what
I
that
didn't even
meant.
know they thought it was a fucking birth defect. I was like,
I knew what it was because my dad put me onto the fucking UFC and shit. And I was like, oh, fucking, that's a nasty.
Yeah.
And like college wrestling and shit like that. So
Yeah.
I already knew, like, oh, fuck. He does something.
But like
Yeah.
back then, a lot of people didn't know what cauliflower ear was. You know what I mean? It wasn't, UFC wasn't as big, and like,
yeah.
that's crazy. You have to
Yeah.
explain it a lot of
Luckily,
it.
I had it. I had it already in high school, just from like the dojo room I was in.
Yeah.
And then, dude, when I got to college, like they blew up even more. And like the college team I was on in San Jose State, which is like Olympic training caliber on the West Coast. And the good thing about San Jose State is like, the school is attached to it, so the university is attached to it. So a lot of other programs at this time, back in like 03, you couldn't go to like Olympic training quality and have university. You had to do one or the other. And that was already number one because like at that time my dad actually passed away, which you remember, and my aunt and my brother was already at San Jose State, so I was like, I'm gonna go to San Jose State.
Yep.
But dude, if you know, eventually I became the team captain after my sophomore year. I was a rest round for fucking everybody. In 03 we graduated. In 03
Restaurant, that's awesome.
rest round. In 03 we graduated. 04 Athens Olympics was the next year.
Right.
So if I'm at the Olympic Training Center, these motherfuckers are trying to kill. People are trying to kill everybody, anybody, because this is the peak year before the Olympics. So that's why I stepped into my freshman year.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I brought up to the point not to be arrogant or cocky
Fed
or
to the
whatever,
wolves,
but I was
man.
like, state champ Hawaii, I'm 18. Like, I thought I was hot shit, dude. I thought I was hot shit.
It means nothing.
And
there.
I got there, and I was just like, yeah, like, I'm a rest. Andy, let's go. I did 4 rounds. I need to go with you. And just, like, mop the floor with me and cry every day.
Yeah.
Like, no shame. No shame to say I fucking, like, these guys just, like, broke me down mentally, physically, spiritually.
Right.
But it was a gut check, right? Like, are you going to do it or not? Right. But, like, you know that what my situation with my parents and everything was, I didn't even have a home to come back to.
Yeah.
Or I was gonna live
make
with my
a break,
auntie or whatever.
dog. You gotta.
So there
fucking-
really was. So even though that's what the system I was in, that's the system I signed up for. I didn't have a plan B, and my brother was there too. So where the fuck am I gonna go?
Right.
I'm staying here.
Back to the Cherokee or the Comanche.
I'm back here. Yeah, you could try and kill me, and you guys are, but I'm here every day doing
Yeah.
morning lifting, doing everything.
That's super cool that, like, despite everything that had happened during that short period of time, even the adversity, like, coming back from all of that shit and
Yeah.
pushing through. That's why I use you as an example, like, for myself. Whenever I come across that, I'm like, how did they deal with it?
Yeah.
You know, like, how did they deal with it? When you're going through a bad situation, like, how do you cope with this? And then do it without showing people that it affected you, you know?
Yeah, that's a whole nother level,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Of you're gonna be a victim or you're gonna be victorious from it.
Yeah.
Like, how do you want to do it?
Right.
How do you want the story to be told? You
Right.
know? So, yeah, I'm very fortunate I was surrounded by people that actually upheld me like that.
Yep.
Because in hindsight, kind of talking about it, like in hindsight, it could have went either way.
Mm-hmm.
I could have found the wrong crowd. I had every reason to.
Yep.
But like the dojo and the martial arts lifestyle kept me positive and still keeps me positive.
Yep.
Where like any adversity, I'm confident that I could.
Being in my mid to late 30s, like seeing the kids
Early 30s. I'm sure you look.
at Soul mid 20s, dog. But like it's kind of cool to see that, like, you know, not cool, but I see the younger generation, and I'll see the values that they hold, and like us as kids, I kind of reflect on that and be like, fuck, dude, we were good kids.
We were good kids.
And so, like, the path to, you know, against adversity, the path to success or whatever you choose as success, we had a lot greater shot at that than, in my opinion, seeing these kids and where their values are at. Like, they're going to need that gut check, and they're going to come across that situation where, hey.
Yeah, kind of what we talked about even previously.
Yep.
How are we the generation is different, dude.
Well, how are you going to survive during adversity? You know, they didn't have that gut check, but I bet you a lot of them sink.
Yeah, it's not the same world that we came up in, dude.
No, and I hate to be that way with the
And the
younger
crazy thing is, I'm sure
but-
there's someone like Auntie Uncle that'd be like, you guys don't even know what you're talking about. Oh, we had to walk up, you know.
I live in Palisades.
I was
Walk 15 miles in the snow.
I was just thinking how old you sound, both of you, about like, oh, they don't know this younger generation. That's what every older generation says. About
Fact.
you just
relate
haven't
to
given
them,
them a
but
chance yet.
You
You know what I mean? Our parents are
Shit,
gonna
that's
one
a-
day realize, nah, fuck, they got it, and
That's
one
a
day
good
we're
point,
gonna realize,
actually.
fuck, they got it.
I mean, yeah, I could be my
We're
uncle
old,
right
motherfucker.
now,
You're a
right?
senile old man. Music is too loud. The generation's music sucks. They all suck. But
I say bump
Bud
it
Light.
sounds.
I'm just
I fucking trap music. It can be good. I'd say fucking do whatever. I like all kinds of
It
music.
is
Except country
good.
though. Fuck
it is
country.
good.
That's why I
See?
said it.
It is good.
But like,
Remember
no,
that
just
South
seeing
Park
like,
where the fucking Randy Marsh tried to listen to the kids' music and it's just shit. And it fucking, it's just because
no,
you're
dude.
old.
Like honestly, I look at it as values, right? And what you brought up, like, I see kids fucking stealing more prevalent than when we were growing up. See kids like seriously hurting other people,
Oh,
even
yeah.
elderly. That's way more prevalent than we were growing up.
Yeah.
So that's the core values I'm talking about. Is like moral shit that we would not fucking do. Like,
Yeah.
dude, there's no
Dude,
way I'd
yeah,
steal from
you
the
wouldn't-
auntie.
Here, how about this though? Here's a question: is it more prevalent because it's on social media and it's filmed everywhere and all that kind of shit?
That's where I was gonna go with it.
Or
and
like,
you nailed
I
it.
mean, because I know that kind of shit happened. I've seen people get stomped out back in the 90s and the early 2000s before cell phone video was
Yeah,
really
but you
prevalent.
hear shit
It
like
just didn't go viral and people didn't do it for
Yeah.
clout and shit.
Yeah.
But people were getting smoked all the time.
I mean, I get it. I focus more on
I mean,
Hawaii though, right? Like Hawaii
Same, dude.
upbringing. No.
Yeah, bro.
I think statistic wise, it's different, bro.
Certain neighborhoods in Hawaii are pretty fucking rough.
Keep
dude.
it that way, I say.
I mean,
Keep
yeah,
it that
that's-
way, dude.
That's
Well,
their
like,
charm. That's what
firearms.
makes it a nice neighborhood. Like
I don't
KPT is
know.
beautiful
Oh,
because
shit.
Like
for that
Milani,
reason.
dude. Like Milani.
Milani's
Prime
got
reason,
fucking
bro.
bad, dude.
Prime reason.
They're the one place that has HOA, right? Mililani.
Nah.
See?
Not one, like one of the
Everywhere,
places.
everywhere got HOA.
Yeah.
So it's stuff like that, like what's been happening recently. Let's give or take the last
What happened?
10 months. The murder they had at Milani High School in the parking lot. The
Oh,
one they
shit.
set the
I
car
didn't
on
hear
fire.
any of
Girl,
this.
I
cause-
bet you go back 10 years, go look. I bet you
Yeah.
there was murders in
Murder.
Milani
You'll
Burger.
find that.
Before too. There's probably murders everywhere.
I think it's worse now.
But it's
You know, back in the
Milani.
Somebody else
80s.
killed a guy
Back
in
in
high
the
school.
80s.
Like, it was
Yeah.
just, there was no video.
Back in the 80s, they found a fucking
it's
Asian
all,
lady
chopped
up in a dumpster. Sorry to interrupt you guys. Sorry,
Well,
but
even
I'm just
like,
saying, like,
Yeah.
the fucking Waihona, right? Not Waihona, but Waiava. They had the guy chopped up and thrown in bags and shit.
Yeah, but it's the stories they tell. And then 2 months later, they have the shooting in front of 24-hour Fitness, right across the street from my parents' house. Oh, this all happened in like a mile radius.
Oh,
of
not
my
the shooting,
parents'
but
house.
like the chemical
Are you
attack.
And then
implying
the
Yeah.
chemical
something?
attack, Yeah.
Shit, was it you?
I know,
Yeah,
right?
but
It's one of those, like,
I
if
can't
you
say
can-
that now.
I was gonna roll.
Don't-
No, they got the guy.
edit
They
that
got
out.
the guy. They got the guy. They got
They
the
got-
guy.
Did
well,
they?
yeah.
They got the guy.
No, but you're right. You're right. There have been a lot of reports and like stories of it, but that's what I'm wondering is like the news is covering it. That's why. Like,
Right.
here's the thing: there's probably other murders that are happening
You
that,
didn't even know about it.
yeah, and like they're paying to cover it up, or like it's
they're
like,
uncovering it now. Yeah.
or like they're going about it the right way. I hate to say it, but like what I mean,
Social
and they're
media.
not being
Yeah,
found out,
shit.
and it just goes. People just disappear.
Everybody got a phone now. That's why.
Yeah.
Just record
Right.
shit.
You got to think there's a lot of, I would argue that there was a lot of good that came from social media as well, though.
Yep.
Right?
Because
yeah.
we're in the generation of like, we know what it was like to be before,
Mhm.
and we know what it's like to have it now.
Mhm, mhm.
And like, there's never be another generation like that if you think about it. Because the people that our kids already know social media because they grew up with it already. But we're the generational between the page turning.
Yeah.
So that's a unique perspective that we could all share on. Like, I would say there are some positive things.
No, yeah, for sure.
Interconnectionness of the world, reaching out, like there are people, local bands, music, crafts, arts could be more discovered. Like, dude, there's small things like that that could be beneficial for social media.
I keep thinking about the movie WALL-E, the Disney movie.
Like dystopian.
Like
fucking
everyone's just
Yes.
floating around and all fat on shit, like because
Yes.
they're all like
Yes.
technology, like
You know?
Like that could be our fate too.
That could be.
That could be in the string of reality. Is that could be that could
AI.
happen. Yeah.
AI is getting nuts.
Allen Iverson?
AI
Kidding.
or IA.
Yeah,
No,
it's
but you're
getting crazy.
absolutely right about the positives of social media. It can be used as a tool for that because I've met and have like formed friendships with people in the mainland through social media.
How else would you have ever met them?
Yeah, never. There would be no way.
How could you keep in contact them like immediately? Right now, you could probably message them. Like so I mean, yeah, there's bad, there's good too.
Yeah.
You know, it's really come down to like
Good networking.
good
It's that-
networking.
It's that same adage, right? Like a hammer can be used as a tool or a fucking weapon, right?
Oof.
Same thing, yeah. So
Hell yeah, yeah.
So like, if you know how to navigate it, because there are a ton of pitfalls that people fall into when it comes to social media, by comparing their lives to what they see of others and all
Yeah.
that kind of shit. But like, yeah, that's real easy. But you can also use it to like meet new people and actually like
Connect.
network. Yeah, and
Yeah.
for small businesses, it's free fucking marketing.
Free marketing.
Well, I mean, it used to be. Now they want to add. Now they want to hit you for ads and bop
Yeah,
you
and
for
they
things
fucking
like that.
the algorithm you if you're trying
Yeah,
to like
see?
pimp your shit out.
So in the
but-
beginning, the early days, it was like, yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
You know, but like anything else, eventually gets monetized, and like,
Yeah.
what's going to be the next? You know,
thing.
yeah, we'll live to see that, and our kids will use the next one. You know.
Yeah.
Do you think like how do you guys feel about like the virtual world? Like I know Meta, Facebook tried Meta, it kind of failed and nobody really got into it. But what do you guys think about that? Like a Ready Player One situation where like
Fuck
we
that.
live in a virtual world and it's like
Your hands have got to be in the soil.
Yeah, I can't. Maybe my generation. Maybe my brain can't wrap around like the physical right here, right now. You know, bind yourself to the what's in front of you. So like that stuff, I don't know. I can't really get into even like crypto, even to that aspect. Like I can't
Can't get into
understand. And like yeah, it could be a fault though. I 100%. It could be a fault. Maybe that's the future. I'm not saying it's not.
it's like analog stuff. We just kind of are
that. Right.
we like it.
That's because we came up playing regular Nintendo. Regular
With
Nintendo.
the A and the B. That's it.
With A and B, and even like Duck Hunt was like, oh, this next level, like you could shoot the duck and everything. Like that was.
And that fucking dog laughing at you.
Yeah.
So mad.
Now you could do meta. Like that's the generation we've seen in our time. We've seen it go from regular Nintendo to Super Nintendo. That was a game changer too.
That was crazy when you could
PlayStation,
move in like
Xbox.
directions instead of just across
a
the screen.
360 world.
Yeah,
What?
like
You went another dimension. Three
real.
dimensions.
For real.
right? Yeah, totally.
For real.
I remember Grand Theft Auto first came out. I was like, there goes my life. Bed sores.
Infinite
I'm
like
good.
these gigantic like immersive world maps where you can fucking venture and like get lost. Yeah.
It came down to like Christian said it perfectly. Living vicariously through your character. I
Yeah.
would false crack everyone on the fucking city block and just have 4 stars false cracking people.
Yeah. But you got all
That
that.
was like my
Hey,
shit.
You got all that energy out then, so when you went to high school classes, you didn't have it in you
I'm a
anymore.
free man, you know.
You already punched someone to steal that bike. You were good.
Yes. Fuck yeah. I need this.
I need this.
I'm not mad anymore. I wonder why.
Because I whooped someone's fucking AI ass.
I've been beating hookers all night on GTA.
What a fucking cool video game. Like, imagine how much
There's
people
still-
were secret, violent motherfuckers.
They're still playing it.
Everybody.
They're still coming
I'm
out
still
with shit.
playing it, dude. Like, Red Dead Redemption.
I got
me-
down with that.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay.
The second one though.
Yeah.
Yes.
So me, Chris, Lost Spock.
Oh
like,
shit.
We all fucking dude. It's the coolest shit.
Xbox
ever.
or PS?
PS.
I'm also Team PS. as
Oh
well.
fuck.
We could still be friends.
PlayStation?
PlayStation.
Praise Allah.
Yeah.
Dude, it's the fucking. I hardly wheeze laugh, but when I have the sweet time to jump on with these fucking guys,
That's when you do it.
I give myself a good hour of like fucking
That's what's up.
nostalgia, nostalgic laughing.
I played with Denny for a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
Nice.
Yeah.
Remember you guys were all into fucking GoldenEye.
On the N64.
I was the
Sam was
worst.
always
Were you
odd
good?
job.
I wasn't
fucking
good.
guy.
I was never good at first person
neither.
shooters.
Me neither.
But like we would play and I would just get murked every time. But like we used to play proximity mines only and that kind of shit. Just like fucking
slap only. Slap only. It's like, bro, I was the worst. Couldn't do it.
Danny was super fucking good, dude. Even Sam was
I would get
ridiculously
smoked by
good.
them, yeah.
Oh, bruh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sam just pop in out of the fucking secret tunnels as odd job.
Just have all the maps memorized.
He did, dude, and like the hat always came out and
play
would
it long
kill me.
enough. See, that's where like they're small, right? But now in these modern, like Call of Duty games, their maps are so huge.
Oh,
it's hard
yeah,
to
you know
memorize
that.
those things. Like,
Yeah.
but these now people are that capable of memorizing it. They're fucking killing everybody.
Oh, dude, it's nuts. I signed on to Call of Duty, just shits and giggles.
Instant racism.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
I fucking went on and I'm like, all right, cool, your boy still got it. Fucking, I'm a camper, right? Like a little bitch. I camp in the corner and I just pew, 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 knock people off.
Find
and
a
I feel good
sniping
about
spot.
it. I feel good about myself by doing that. Like, yeah, victory.
And the guy's like, 420 boy, 6'9", 6'9". How dare you camp my body?
Yeah. Small dick pocho. Got me. Fuck. This guy's on fire. No, but dude, I signed on and like within fucking 5 minutes, I had to sign off.
It's too much.
Pink. I couldn't like
That's too much.
more time respawning than playing the fucking game. I'm like, I'm done. Boop. I'm getting too old for this, guys. Sign off.
Those kids
Later.
play all the time. That's why
It's
they're fucking. They're like could play with their eyes closed.
Bro, they're superhuman. Like,
Right.
Yeah, because
They
they
can-
came up growing it. They came up doing it, right?
that's unreal.
I was gonna ask you guys, who's this Mills pays the bills?
Oh, that's our favorite sponsor, sir.
No, I'm literally I
No,
mean,
that is.
good pitch, but like I see you wearing the hat. Like I see you wearing the hat, like
I got the shirt.
the shirt. What
So-
are they? What
You
is
got
it?
the shirt?
What do they do?
We got the dab mat.
Oh
too.
yeah.
What's up?
Look, and they have sacred geometry on the back too. If you're into that kind of cool
Alright,
shit.
Flower of life, man.
What's up
Uh,
with that?
Just a nutrient company that believes in the small guys and like they've been around. They're Amsterdam-based company,
Okay.
so they've been around for fucking years, and they established themselves in the community to where
shit.
they can help out guys like us. You know,
Yeah.
promote
Yeah.
them and promote ourselves and shit.
How'd
like
you
that.
how'd you get in contact with them?
Shit, I met Big Ben at the expo, and he's like, "Hey, dude, you want to try this?" I'm
Big
like,
Ben's part of.
Yeah, Big Ben's a rep out here.
Okay.
Yeah, so like he came
Oh,
down.
at the Hawaii. There's a Hawaii Expo.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So he's from Michigan. So
Heard.
he came down and then fucking he's like, here, bop, 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 bop. Gave me a full line.
Cool.
And like if someone's gonna give me something, I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna show them that I'm using it,
Yeah.
you know, on Instagram and shit. So started linking up with him.
Cool.
And then Big Island Hydro Garden, they're the main distributors of mills in the island.
Okay.
So they made us our shop.
Cool.
One of the exclusive guys.
Yeah,
that
they
sell
see
it.
the value of the content you guys are producing,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. And I've experience with them, so like troubleshooting people's problems when they have it, especially when they're using the product, it's a fucking no-brainer. It's super easy. It's really easy product, bro.
Well, did you use it before?
Oh yeah, for years.
Yeah.
yeah.
So
I
you
usually
have-
do two. Yeah, like a synthetic grow, or this is biosynthetic, so it's half organic, half synthetic.
Okay.
So I do that for
Like
the indoor.
RoboCop, who was
Cyborg.
part
Exactly.
cyborg,
Yes,
part human.
100%.
Okay. Just want to make sure we're on the
The
same
best
page.
of both worlds.
Heard.
You know what I mean?
Heard.
Or like for the younger generation, dog cat or cat,
Cat
dog.
dog.
Yeah.
Oh, Nickelodeon.
Oh,
I was
shit.
already older than that, but I mean, I know. I
It
got
was
the
kind of like I
reference,
was
though.
past that. It was like tiny.
Anu
Toons
knows
and
what I'm
shit.
talking about.
Yes, sir.
That was right up Anu's
The
alley.
dog, bruh. Cow and chicken, bruh. That was the one.
Cow chicken.
Cow and chicken.
Oh, I do remember Cow and Chicken.
Dude.
That's
Super
right.
derogatory.
How about Ren and
This cartoon
Stimpy,
is
though?
Derogatory.
Always.
Ren and
bruh.
Stimpy.
Always.
Damn,
Yeah.
dude.
Angry Beavers.
You guys get down with Animaniacs? That
Yes.
was
I used to get down with Animaniacs.
Yes.
Salute
Wacko,
your shorts.
Yakko, and
See, where do
Dot.
I
Are
fall
we
in
just
on
all
this?
just naming off
Nah.
90s shows we watched?
Remember Taz on K5?
Taz, like the.
The Warner brother? He had his own
Yep.
own
Oh,
cartoon.
damn, his own.
Wait, the
cartoon.
Taz
I think
Minion
Taz
Devil?
the ECW wrestler.
That was my favorite Looney Tunes character.
Why did I go straight for Conan?
Wait, the wrestler or the barbarian?
Wrestler. Okay. The barbarian. Let's go.
I mean, shit, I gotta like. Make sure we follow the conversation
I'm
thread.
having a hard time
Yeah.
keeping up with this
Yeah,
one.
hey, we gotta stay sharp, man.
Yeah,
Stay
cat dog.
sharp.
Hey, real quick, shout out to 73rd Eye, locking in a brick and mortar tattoo shop.
No shit.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Nice.
So-
Fuck yeah,
He's in
Drew.
Hawaii, obviously.
Yes, he's
That's
out
what's
here. He did my leg, and then fucking yeah, he does really good dots. He does sacred geometry too, so that's
Cool.
kind of his thing. But he's super versed.
Where?
Out in Wiley, I believe.
Nice.
Wiley, nice little spot. It's perfect for
Good for
him.
him.
Dude. Yep.
Kaimuki.
Fuck yeah.
Keep
dude.
it Kaimuki.
Yeah.
I like
Right
when people
on,
actually
dude.
move in that direction and they actually, get a little piece of that dream and they get to work for
Yeah.
it. So fuck yeah, Drew.
Yeah, I mean, running a brick and mortar is next level, dog.
Oh Jesus Christ.
Tattoo shop, or like we run the Gee store, and we turn 10 in September. So like, dude, just dealing with like think about even the type of person or the type of commitment that does brick and mortar. You run a fucking brick and mortar.
It
Actually.
fucking sucks. Dude. I'm sorry.
So
I'm
you
sorry.
know the
It's so
overhead
stressful.
the overhead you have to deal with, the rent, the landlord, the XYZ, like county taxes I gotta pay, like transit taxes I gotta pay.
You're giving me a fucking panic attack right now, dude.
Anxiety kicking in right now.
Let's keep it going.
It could be shout out to
my
Elizabeth.
watch is warning.
Liability. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, I mean, the question becomes like, why even do it? But like, you said 20 minutes ago, like hands in the soil.
Yep.
Like you cannot. I feel at least. Well, I don't want to say cannot, but the way things are going, but like, there's always gonna have that value of like meeting someone face to face, talking about the products that they use, and in the industry that I'm in, it's still word of mouth. It's still like, I think maybe because I conduct the business that way though too. Like I'm not gonna carry anything or put your name on anything that you don't believe or use yourself.
Yep.
Because in this day and age, motherfuckers will do it for a paycheck easily.
Yeah, and sell out. Boom, and they're
Sell
gone.
out.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like, yeah, I mean, like, I feel like falling back on being that type of individual or business owner for brick and mortar, like, that goes a long way.
Yep.
You know, in
Yep.
the communities that we run.
Yep.
That we're in. You know.
And it's some, you know, you look at it like a capitalist mentality, like, oh, fuck, I need to carry what the people want. Okay, some of the people they see something, and they're like, oh, fuck, that looks so cool. Look at the product it produces.
Yes, I
and
see
they'll
where you're
shop
going.
for
I
that
see where
shit
you're going.
without even knowing,
Yep.
you know, they're going in that direction. So,
Yep.
like, I don't like to hold a shop with I have things that are redundant. It's, okay,
It's curated.
exactly.
You curate it yourself.
Yeah, I bottlenecked everything into something that I truly believe in.
Yeah.
So like it's I lose profit in that, but I'd rather lose profit than lose integrity, because if I'm putting out something that I know,
Say it for
Shit.
people in the back.
you're right. Yeah, people are gonna they're gonna pick up on that. Like,
Yeah.
hey, this guy was doing it for the money, and
Yeah.
I'm the only locally owned and operated grow store in the fucking island, and I don't know, even maybe the state, I don't know, but in the island I
Yeah.
am. So I don't like to fucking shit where I eat. You know, these people are my family. I live amongst these people. So for me to be a fucking haole, it's not right. Like, I'm not gonna go and come in and take your money and dip out on you. I'm gonna try and make sure that
Yeah.
you're fucking putting
And
the
that's
right
something
direction.
that money can't buy, right? That feeling.
Right.
That understanding.
Right.
Yeah.
That keeps us from Amazon. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you can order whatever you want,
Yeah.
but you're not gonna get the guidance to make sure that product runs
Yeah.
good.
One of the main barriers for what I do is like everyone's physique is different. So my physique's different, and putting a gi on, because I still, you know, gi jiu-jitsu and gi judo is still very prominent.
Yep.
No gi has come up on the rise for sure, and like my store and my brand has capitalized and felt that pulse. But like the heart of what Dojo Outfitters is still a gi store.
Yep.
And the barrier is like everyone has to try it on before you buy it. So for Amazon to sell a gi, cool. Like I don't even look at them as like even the competitor.
You're crap shooting, man.
And that may be just being blinders on and just controlling what I can control. But like I'm not gonna fucking compete with them.
Well, gi has a subtle nuances that affect your performance.
For sure.
It's like shoes on a runner,
Yes.
right? So like,
That's
yeah,
never gonna go away.
no. So that little tailor-fitted fucking nuances count in competition
Yeah.
or in your everyday, you know, grind. So ordering from Amazon, yeah, it may fit, but that subtle nuances might be off.
Yeah.
You know,
And it's gonna last 4 months, 5 months, 6 months.
Yeah, you
But
can
like,
start ripping it.
ripping it.
Yeah.
But like what I sell, I use. What I sell, I know the person firsthand.
Mhm.
Maybe we train with them. Maybe their sensei is friends with my sensei. Like, just being plugged into that community, like you said, and not just sacrificing that stance in the community for the dollar.
100%.
I'm like that's hard.
Yep.
But I also feel like it's different, and that's what differentiates the brand between what's out there.
100%.
Yeah.
Integrity makes your brand, I think. You know,
Yeah.
a lot of people can, especially with white label, a lot of people white label and slap it out. Which, you know, white labeling is okay. I get
What
it.
is white labeling?
Where you take something on mass production, slap your label on it, and send it back out.
Okay.
So, like, I'll buy Erik's joints, and I'll put my fucking name on the bottom and then sell it for a higher profit margin.
Okay.
So I'm white labeling his talent and taking credit for it, right?
Mm.
Which is like, I don't disagree with that.
Nah,
Some
that's
people do it,
scumbag shit.
but then you got to stand behind what you're
That's
white labeling.
scumbag
you know?
shit, I think.
It
That's
is
kind of not
100%.
cool.
But people do it in a different manner. Like they mix and they do a proprietary thing to what
yeah.
you're doing.
Okay,
So
maybe then.
That's a step up. That's a
But you
little bit
can't
different.
take like Crisco oil and then add something to it and rebrand it.
Not
sell it
with
as
that
something else.
attitude.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah,
Not with like we could. Let's start selling different
Crisco.
types of oil.
There
But
you
like,
go.
I think for both of yours,
Recycled Crisco oil.
both of your,
Recycled enhances the flavor.
After the
Clean
fried
your
chicken,
pans,
huh?
bruh.
Dang.
but both of your businesses too. You guys are close to it, so people are coming to you because they know and trust you guys for what you're gonna put in the store. They're not gonna like think like. They have no doubt in their mind when they go to either of your places. Something on your shelf is not gonna be. Is gonna be something that
It's
you
beneficial.
didn't want there.
There's a lot of
You know
responsibility
what I mean?
there.
Like,
We're not gonna sell you dog
right?
shit, you know.
Take
It's there
that
because you
seriously.
wanted it there, and like
Yeah.
they trust your opinion and your expertise in what you've both been doing.
Yeah.
A lot of people are stubborn though. They come in and then like I see, oh fuck, like, it's to a point where like when they walk into the door, and they'll ask me questions. I know exactly what YouTube people you're.
You
looking
already
at.
know.
Like oh.
Well, that's because
Mr.
you're so
Kama-
in tune to like what you're plugged into.
Yeah.
Which is like what you need to do when you're operating how you're operating.
Mhm.
Like you should know who YouTube is. You should know Instagram. Like so that way you meet your clientele.
Yeah.
You could speak that same language to them.
Right.
Right,
Yeah,
that's like-
and it's terminology that should be known if you're growing. Period. You know. So when they walk through the door and they start saying that stuff, I'm like, oh, you're watching this channel. I already know it. And those guys are trying to sell their products because they have it listed right under their fucking page.
Yeah, buy
like-
my stuff through this link. Yeah.
Right. They're monetizing their talent through a product. So I tell them like, dude, you're buying what like they're selling. Like there's other ways to skin this cat. They're not looking at the plant by itself and the needs of a plant. They're looking at, oh, this product will give the plant what it needs. Like that's fucking bullshit. Like there's other ways to do it in a better manner, in my opinion. So, you know, knowing how to talk to people when they walk through the door too also
Dude,
is a big
Don't open
thing.
the store. Don't open a brick and mortar store unless you want to or can talk to people.
Mm-hmm.
That's the rule number one. Because like I met all sorts
People are
of
gonna come in and ask you shit.
And you gotta talk to people.
they just want to hang out for hours sometimes, and it's like, hey, I'm here from 12
This
to 5.
motherfucker knows that story.
He would come talk to me all the time and hang out just to talk. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
But,
I'm like, holy shit. I see the car pull up. I'm like,
This
all right, I
motherfucker.
get comfortable
Walk
and shit.
the door like I'm
I
at
will
lunch, like taking a dump. I'm not here.
Stay in the bathroom hiding. Hope he leaves. No. I just stay. I stay and chill with everybody that's there. But
That's what you signed up for when you signed the lease and
Yes.
opened the key in the door, though.
yeah, you're for the people at that point in time because
If you're gonna say that you're not gonna like, you're a part of the community. That's everybody in the community,
everyone.
whether you want them or not.
And I tell myself like, there's no stupid questions. I have to like, cause you know sometimes it's like you hear something that's like, why would you even think that? And I catch myself like, fuck, that's a stupid question. But I gotta constantly check myself like,
Zone it back, pull it back.
pull it back. There's no stupid questions. Like
Yeah.
this person, you started from fucking a thimble, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
coming back from Sacramento. So like you know that like what it was to just R&B.
Is that where you got your start in?
Dude, that's my
Sacktown?
start of growing. Was I did a job climbing
shit.
towers in Sac, dude.
You told me this actually.
Yeah, dude. That's how I started everything. It's crazy.
Yes.
And just, you know, the good thing it was, like, the good thing that happened throughout it is I had a good sense of, like, a scientific process or what I thought was a scientific process where,
What would work? Try it
Controls.
again. Yeah, this was consistent, but this is what changed.
yeah, writing shit down,
Yeah.
you know. So I know, like, okay, this didn't work. This is why it didn't work. Like, I was able to do that. And I think that was able to make the progression, you know.
Yeah.
Some people, they go up and they fucking come back down.
Yeah.
They go up, come back down.
I'm very fascinated with the concept of mastery. So mastery, being a master of your craft. And there's a book that I found at the perfect time in my life. It's called Mastery by Robert Greene, and I read it. And it's the reason why you became a PhD. It's the reason why you guys already had an interest in videos or photos, or the interest that you've already had with, you know, like what you grow and what you do, and having podcasts. Like there's already like a natural gravitation to what you want, and people will stifle that or find reasons not to do it or excuses not to do it. But once I realized like that I was a master and could become a better master in my chosen craft, I doubled down on like realization.
Yep.
Right? Ignorance follows the realization of ignorance. So once you realize you're ignorant in something, that's not enough. You have to realize it, then you have to take the action. So I realized that like I got by, and then again, I'm not humble bragging, but like I got by with a lot of like talent and the people I was around.
Yep.
But like applying myself with a purpose.
Right.
And efficiently using my time and efficiently really trying to do it, I didn't really do it.
Right.
I was just going with the flow I
Yes,
was in,
yes,
and I
yes,
got the
yes,
results
yes.
that I got. cool. Imagine if I could go back when I was 20 and have this mind and be like, apply yourself to the highest capacity.
Yes.
I wish I could tell that to my younger self, or tell my son that.
That's
or
where
start
it
a
is.
podcast with the ideas that he watches.
When
This
you're
is,
older.
this is what Dad was thinking when XYZ, the mindset, you know.
So like,
But hey, no better time to realize it. I mean, yes, that would be great too, but great you also realized it now. So from this point on, you can live with that. You know what I mean?
The second best time to plant the tree is today.
Yeah, exactly.
The best time
That's-
would have been 20 to 30 years ago.
yeah. It's better late than never, dude.
Yeah.
And like a super wise man once told me that I know enough that I don't know anything. Was it?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah. Right? Yeah.
Who's that?
something like
Socrates?
Yeah,
I don't know.
That's some fucking
Socrates?
Marcus Aurelius type of mindset.
It's ever improving. So like jujitsu, right? I
Yeah.
took that away from jujitsu was you'll never know everything. So be open to always
Yeah.
being able to learn.
Right. It seems easy, right?
Mm-hmm.
It seems easy, but like you met people that just like completely miss it, or never learned, or never like learned it, or wanted to learn it, or could learn it.
Right.
And like that's just who they are. Like I'm not comparing like X, Y, like who's better than what, but like some people just don't have the capacity to like want to or understand that.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Very. Yeah. Mastery. You know. So anyone that's watching this or listeners, like, dude, what's your mastery? You know. Like, don't stifle that. Like, follow that. Dancing, hula dancing. That's a fucking mastery, dude.
It is.
Legendary. Roots.
Yeah.
Like,
It's you're upkeeping, and you look at that. You're upkeeping culture. You're holding up our culture,
and there's a craft and art to it
and there
that
is
has
a
to be
perfection
practiced.
to it, bro. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
10,000 hours, they say is the
10,000.
minimum, right?
I don't
Minimum.
know.
Who's that? That's,
how much times you in Ummi, bro, in your life?
I think I'm at
How
that
much
10,000
rotations you
hours,
did?
you know. I think I'm way over that right now.
20,000, dude.
Bro, how much
it makes me
uehes
wonder.
you did
I
in
mean,
your life,
it makes me
bro?
think, you know, when you bring that up, it's like, am I a master at my craft? And I feel like we're always in a constant state of learning. So
Well, that's actually one of the steps to becoming a true master, because you'll meet people that think they're a master, that's been doing it for 6 years, that think they know everything. You probably know people. I know people for sure. They try and shortcut it. But there's no shortcuts in the book of life. You can't skip pages in the book of life. You have to do it page by page by page, letter by letter.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's no getting around it.
No.
Does like master status imply that learning stops at that point?
Never. I don't think so. Master status ever.
If you think about Darth Vader, was he learning? Was he studying?
no.
No. So it
He
is
was
possible.
kicking ass.
He was okay.
He was out there.
facts.
he was, but he took
He
lectures too.
was,
so,
but
I
in
mean,
the
Facts.
end, what happened in the end? It wasn't a master. It
It
wasn't.
wasn't. It wasn't. But he had the powers of a master, but the discipline and the mindset wasn't there.
Right.
You know, he limited himself. Whereas, like, part of the Jedi is to forever learn. Am I a Star Wars nerd? I'm fucking not. So if you're watching this, like, don't put
Are
me
you
to
a
the
Lord of
torch.
the Rings nerd?
Self-proclaimed, but my brother is like way,
I like
way.
Lord of the Rings.
Remember the
For real.
competition
Symbol-
that we were in, and then
When-
Coach Reed was like, "Hey, yeah, Lord of the Rings, but the ending," and then fucking you and Brian were like, "That's not the ending."
I
I
don't
was
remember
like,
this
"Holy
at all. I
shit."
don't remember this at all.
No, I remember that specifically because like that was the first time I saw like fucking Brian like really like passionately argue about that. Like,
Yeah.
You touched a nerve. Like, how dare you?
It really hurt him. Yeah,
funniest
yeah,
thing
yeah,
ever.
yeah.
Like, oh, man,
I will
sorry
admit,
to cut you
I'm not to admit, but I'm not ashamed of it. But like in high school, when Lord of the Rings, the first one came out, me and a group of my friends went to the theater on the opening night,
theatrical.
and there were fucking long lines everywhere. They were playing it in like every single theater, and there were fucking long lines everywhere. And we were like, it's all the same movie. And we saw a short line, so we made a fucking whoop and went in there. And we're like, shoots, and snuck in, right? Or not snuck in. We just figured we weren't sneaking in. We just were going in that one instead. We get in there. The lights are on. We're sitting next to a bunch of random people.
Aladdin comes up.
Nope. This dude comes out front and is like, all right, everybody. I forget the company it was for, but it was like they had rented out the fucking theater.
Oh, shit.
And then there was like a pep talk by like a manager to everybody, like, eh, no, no. And everybody's
stood up
clapping.
and
We were
clapped,
like,
too.
oh, fuck. We just like played along, like, yeah. And then the movie started and we watched it. Fucking premiere, Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring.
Suck it.
Did they have the hula opening for that movie?
Yup. Consolidated Theaters.
Consolidated. Do you know the hula dancer for that, by the way?
I know the Oli that
No,
they do.
but
It's my uncle.
It's me. No.
Yeah. Actually, I do know who that was. That was Lucky Perry for Kikao Kuiki. Yeah. shout out to
Oh, what a
Lobo.
pop quiz, dude.
did
That's
you
Jeopardy
know
right there.
they
dude.
paid like
He was ready to answer that.
tens of thousands of dollars to say they were gonna update it, and all they did was like color correct it and sharpen shit. They didn't fucking update crap.
Technically,
Because everybody was like,
technically,
they were a man of their
they
word.
announced that they were gonna do it, and then
But-
I think the community was like, "You better not change that shit." And they were like, "Okay, we're just gonna
should've
make it a
got-
little
they should've got our
crisper."
And that
boy
was
right
open-
here.
But that was
They
the
should have
opening
got
for
our
Mary
boy
Monarch.
right here.
Yeah.
But that was it,
That was the open for Mary Monarch. Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Like back in the day?
This year, the opening for Mary Monarch was the,
Consolidated Theater. No, the same dance and the same.
but they remastered it, you know,
Yeah,
with
yeah.
the same dancers,
Yeah.
But nobody would know
The
that.
guy with the torch. He's
Maybe not the
walking
torch.
down at
Yeah.
Consolidated,
Yeah, that has been that opening fucking theater forever.
Since 1937, it's been the same.
You just saw a movie, didn't you?
It's the same
You're
person.
really
same
accurate.
everything.
You're-
They have this.
On that date, you just. It's like, damn, you came up with that number fast, dude.
That's when they had the no smoking warning. The no smoking rules implemented, and it had the no smoking and the turn off your cell phones.
I don't think I ever was in a theater that you could smoke.
You guys need a no smoking sign in here because this is.
I've been
you
in
guys are going
restaurants.
strong.
We have the 3 paper fatty coming.
I just want to say you guys have been going like hella strong. It's impressive.
Oh, we forgot to do the thankful joint.
Master of your craft.
Master 10,000 hours.
Yeah. Okay, so
Smoking.
bringing it back to that mastery idea, right? Like when you pulled out the magnifying glass with the light, and you're looking at the bud before we even started.
Yes.
To me, I was like, okay. And then I asked you what I asked you. I said, what are you looking at? Because if a dude like me looks at it, that is like looked at. I don't even know what I can't even tell what I'm even looking at.
Right.
If I look at it, I'll just see it as what it is. But if you guys look at it, it's like you have
Not me, him.
how many hours of looking at it?
I've stared at weed for the years, bruh.
Years. Years. You don't self-proclaim, get the Instagram handle Grow Guru if you
That
don't know
was
your shit.
self-proclaimed, by the way.
Well, I mean,
I
now
hate
you
to be an
fucking are,
angry
though.
fucking-
Like, now you are, though.
That's
Yeah,
what I
it's-
tell him. Thank you. That's
Well, I
what
just
I've
try
been
to keep
trying to tell
myself
this
like
guy.
like how you right, like just
Olympic,
relevant and
Olympic qualifier.
I'm a
Yeah, see, that's what he's doing. He
No, I
likes
just
it
try
when
to keep
people call him
myself
the guru,
relevant.
but
I
when-
don't like that shit at all.
you love it, bro.
It just was super catchy. It was like,
It
a
does.
good
It's
play on
it's
word,
that's a
words.
great
Yeah,
fucking moniker.
Facts.
Thanks. Shout out to John Smith, Muay Thai guy, man. Did the logo. Fucking, I
shit.
saw it. If you ever go to Beer Lab in Pro Ridge,
Yeah.
look on the wall. The fucking dragon that was supposed to be my logo. Like I grabbed that before it got put on the wall. So he was already fucking.
Might have told me that, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Actually, I asked you guys who did your guys' logo. It was dope on the flyer.
Yeah.
Yeah, the flyer, that was next level.
Brutal Mars. That was
Right.
cool, man.
Like, the attention to detail comes with mastery, too.
Yes.
Because if you would put some random bullshit logo, like that's part of what you guys are doing here.
Mhm.
Like visual is part of what mastery is, knowing what will hit and what won't hit,
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
right?
I leave it up to these guys, especially Bud Naked back there, man. Fucking, he's got the eye for everything with the edits and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah. I was talking to him before the production. Like he was like, "Oh, it's so easy." I'm like, "Bro, it's like 20 wires here."
I'm
Like,
fucking tripping, dude.
dude,
Watching
if
him on
I
my
saw this
computer.
shit, like if you were like, "Okay, run this," I'd be like, "I don't even know."
Nope.
What are we doing
I
here?
can play Snake. Let's do it.
I'll play Snake and I'll play Connect 4,
I can.
and that's
You guys
about
could
it.
do
I can draw a fucking sun and like half a beaver. It doesn't come out looking good.
No, but you
Oregon
used to train
Trail.
jujitsu too.
Yes.
What school you went to?
I started from Mad Tiger, Erik Gu.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right in
Millville.
Wahiwa coming out of that.
Yeah. I guess a lot of
Area.
guys came from Sharuto. A
Yeah.
lot of the OGs over there
Yeah.
too. But Erik Gu is a good ass teacher,
Yeah, they're
man.
a Caltera association.
Oh, is he really?
I went there, yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, back when I was CTA, I was there. Me and my boy Jacob Bell, you remember him?
Yeah.
We went.
Black belt.
Yeah, we
Jacob
went
Bell.
over there.
So what's the difference of like getting your black belt, like from your brown to your black? Because it's people like don't realize how much of an achievement that is. It's like getting a PhD, basically.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, there's someone that has a PhD in the room, so I'm not gonna call it the same thing. But like, you have to kind of learn it in hard knocks too.
Right.
What's different is that there's a physicality aspect to it too,
Right.
and there's unspoken rules how to move and how not to move that you have to learn either like because you see people do it, or that's how your professor does it, or sometimes you make the mistake and you just didn't even know that even existed. But to get your black belt, I'm a black belt under Mike Prudencio at One World Jiu Jitsu in Newark, California, and I've been knowing him since after the Olympic trials in Beijing, 2008. In 2008, I was pretty burnt out from judo, so I was like, I'll do jiu-jitsu and like CrossFit. My roommate at the time was like, hey, I'll do CrossFit. They have jiu-jitsu there. Like, let's go do jiu-jitsu. I'm like, coming from judo, I was like, jiu-jitsu is bullshit, and people are going to hate that comment. But like, coming from judo at that time, I was like, judo is the ultimate. Jiu-jitsu actually came from judo.
Yes.
So like, why would I need to go and learn jiu-jitsu? I'll just do newaza and judo.
Right.
This is the wrong thought process.
Yeah.
So I was wrong back in the day. But getting the black belt tied around my waist, it was incredible. Because like I can't, like, if it's done correctly, your peers have to validate and stamp you if done correctly. And luckily I'm fortunate to be around like legitimate real motherfuckers that did it correctly.
Right.
So when it was tied around me, it wasn't the accumulation of just myself. I dedicated the craft and the journey to my dad, my late dad.
Yes.
Dedicated to how, like, mastery. How good can I really get if I apply myself? So realizing and understanding and thinking that I never really applied myself, I went and got, like, the PhD. I went because I wanted to prove it to myself that I could.
Yeah, totally.
Right, that I could do that. And, like, man, fortunate to have a judo base from 13, like we talked about earlier. Right. So when I'm just doing, I don't want to say just doing because that sounds arrogant, but like if I'm doing jiu-jitsu with a person that started jiu-jitsu 6 years ago, I was training judo and I do jiu-jitsu at 13. So like the level was made up for at that time. Eventually, like as I've gotten older, like I've really understood like how to commit myself to my craft and understand the ins and outs. But yeah, I mean, fortunate. Like there's no better feeling. Yeah. There's no better feeling to have it.
And it's not even a feeling of like, it's accomplishment, what I would imagine it being. Like, yes, you got severe accomplishment being a black belt, you know. But people don't realize that, like, there's degrees to this black belt. Like a fresh black belt is not a seasoned black belt. So
no. Even at, man.
Is there a limit to the number of degrees black belt that can go up to, or it's like, isn't there a coral belt too?
Yeah, there's coral belt. I want to say, I mean, shit, I might get roasted, but I think it's like 9th degree. Or at that point, like, people usually pass away and they get old enough where it's like you get ranked up until it's like 8th degree, 7th degree, 9th degree. Like,
just with your hands?
Like big dojo life or whatever, they like turn them over like Yoda.
Oh fuck!
Like
I live.
Oh, energy force by that point.
Energy force, yeah. Big dojo style. Big dojo like. But the thing about jiu-jitsu is like where I came up from it, like you can't make a first minted black belt cannot make a black belt.
Right.
Okay.
Where I came up in, you have to be a 2nd degree to make a black belt. Right.
But you can make browns and purples
you can make,
and stuff.
From what I understood, you can make up to the level that you're at until you get the brown.
At what point can you start teaching? Like at what belt are you like?
Consensus, like purple belt. Consensus.
You could start teaching.
You could start. Most schools will do like blue belt. They're going to teach like
kids.
Beginners kids. Which are like nowadays, okay, that's acceptable. But like I opened my school, my jiu-jitsu school as a purple belt. But I also had the Olympic pedigree
of judo
already.
Yeah.
So like it wasn't the same.
It was a tight game.
Right? But yeah, I mean even now like the game has changed since I came up in it, you know. And the good thing is like I'm still a part of it and I can see what's like you said earlier, the generation that's behind us, like what they're doing, how is it going? Is it all good? No. But is there some good things about it? Yes.
Is there a difference, like even speaking of the younger generation, is there a difference you can see with like kids who are involved in like jiu-jitsu or any martial arts versus like ones who aren't in it?
100%. Yeah, you'll see like I think at this point of my career, like looking at a kid, if they've done judo and then went to jiu-jitsu, you could tell that kid has a different mindset, even just the fighting spirit of the individual.
Right.
Okay, this kid was a judo kid. This kid has like a different attitude, or even like not even just judo. This kid was a wrestler.
I was just gonna say
this kid was a wrestler.
Different
and like,
breed.
dude, way like different breed for sure.
Yeah.
You know, different breed, different branch on the trio that he is grappling. Different branch entirely, but just as respectable and just as brutal and just as like we're just gonna dismantle another human being that doesn't want to be dismantled.
Right.
You know.
It's such therapy though with that raw fucking
It's visceral.
visceral.
It's visceral. You get the immediate, like you feel, and this might sound dark, but like I'm a strangler. Like I like to strangle and choke, and like any type of choke, it's like a fascination for me. So whenever I go to like a seminar or whatever it is, like my body and my style and what I'm mentally attracted to are chokes and strangles.
Because of Newaza too, right?
Newaza too.
Right.
So like
What is that?
Newaza is like groundwork. So like pins, chokes,
Is that a
arm bars
from
For
judo?
judo.
in judo.
Oh, okay.
And then judo also has tachiwaza, which is throwing and takedowns and whatnot. So there's
Okay.
two branches of judo. Newaza, groundwork, which is where jiu-jitsu came
It's
from.
like hiragana and katakana.
Yeah, same language, but different expressions,
Yeah,
right?
okay. Got you. Those are terms I've never heard before tonight. Those two,
Yeah. And Japanese whiskey exists too.
Yeah, I learned that too.
Not just sake. Yep.
Biggie.
Yep.
But anyway, sorry. What were we saying?
Strangles.
Strangles, yes.
Strangles,
And too,
yes.
like a lot of strangles, you don't give up position too much. Where like arm bars, heel
Yeah, that's true.
hooks,
Yeah.
and I was gonna talk about this before I super forgot. But back to the kids and them doing combat sports and the difference in kids. Like MMA in younger individuals now, I want to see what it's going to be 10 years down the line when kids don't have separate disciplines and they come up as
MMA
You're already
guys.
seeing that.
Yeah.
Yeah?
You
Yeah.
probably saw that.
You don't watch street fights where
years
everybody's
ago.
throwing Muay Thai kicks
In
and then
Hawaii
boxing
has
and
the
then
most technical street fights on
Fuck.
YouTube.
Yes.
Fucking amazing
At all.
to watch.
They'll have a cut man. They'll have a water, like a spit bucket
and
holder.
a Flavor in the background.
They'll have
Yes,
them hit
sir.
pads beforehand. Like I thought this was a
They
fight.
roll their shorts up.
no,
Dude,
yeah.
They'll throw technical leg kicks in street fights in Hawaii, and I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
And you can tell, you look at the description and where the fight's from, and you can, like, you see, like, oh, Eva Beach.
Oh,
Super big
Palolo
scrap,
boxing
Eva
gym.
Beach.
Get them back up. Get them back
Pull my
up.
chair up for this one. There was
Dude, did you see that
fucking
one girl
shit.
fight in Mililani when the girl had the island jiu-jitsu?
Why gotta be
Not
Mililani?
island-
Well,
she- no, she
Mililani's
had,
soft, so wait,
Oh,
there's
shit.
murders.
I never
there,
say
though.
that.
There's
Hey,
murders
harder.
there. Ask the Mililani judo team, Pro City.
Come down to Fifth
Ask
City.
'em.
Come down to Fifth City, and you can ask them.
The Fifth City?
Fist City?
Fifth City.
Fist City and Ham Sammy.
I think it's kind of like,
Oh.
That's soft.
it's kind of like, I think like how, like in rap, like I've written a rap and I've said like tough knuckles, like that's what he's saying about Mililani being like Fist City. It's just like a moniker.
Fist
It's not that hard. I was just
It's
making
not
it
meant to be, but come down.
Nah.
I'll let you know.
Open invitation.
But anyway, before you started a turf
Don't
war,
murder nobody.
a turf war.
I mean, even now, that doesn't come down to fists anymore. It's just who has the best trump card in their back pocket, you know.
Who has the biggest
and everybody got
lifted
ghost
Toyota?
guns and
Who
fucking.
has
Who
a
has the
fucking
biggest
9 mil?
lifted Toyota is gonna win the fight.
That's scary though, but that's true.
Who
like
can
a lot
yell
of,
Chihu and yes out of the loudest?
nah, a lot of these younger kids carry guns now.
Fuck yeah.
In
dude.
Hawaii, for sure.
Bro.
Yeah.
See, that's different for me.
There's-
I don't live here, so I mean, like,
Again, like
Dude, it's bad now.
not sure if
Really?
it's just
fucking bad.
social media or what, but I've seen that video of on Victoria Street,
Thomas
by
Street.
Thomas
Thomas
Street,
Square.
yeah, Thomas Square by Neil Blaisdell. This dude fucking unloaded like
Fucking
10, 13 shots in public at somebody and like in front of a party, like right outside
was
the
a
building.
graduation.
HPD wasn't even there already.
No, it was like it happened
I
at
don't
the
know.
graduation, but I don't know, dude.
It
he
happened,
hit
though. I
like
know
two
it happened.
people out of a clip.
Oh,
I'm like,
shit.
dang, this guy's blind fire. Just pop, 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 pop,
Yeah.
pop. It was crazy.
It's not the same.
Probably from
No.
No, yeah,
Mililani.
people are just fucking. Oh, yeah, it's just so fast too. It's
Bruh.
scary, dude.
I was up by
That's
Alawai, you know that road? Kuhio, the next one over.
you mean
Going-
Kalakaua?
No, not Kalakaua.
Goes
Towards
Kalakaua.
Alawai, right? So
Is it
anyway, I'm
not
driving on
Kalakaua?
Makali.
Alawai. Whatever. I'm driving on Alawai.
Where Fukyun is, the seafood restaurant.
Something like that. No, fuck me.
Are you
Fuck
talking-
you.
Fukyun.
Fuck
You know where
you,
Fukyun
guy.
is? Come on.
So like I'm at the corner right there, and you got to turn right, and there's a convention center and shit like that. Or you go over the bridge and there's a park.
Okay, yeah, you're
Yes.
past. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah,
It's
you're past, yeah.
Kalakaua.
Dude, I fucking glance like that, and there's two young kids. I mean, they got to be early 20s in the teens. Dude, AR on his fucking lap. I'm like,
And you're like, what you fucking what? And
No way. I'm like, what the fuck you doing with that,
Yeah,
bro?
that's
Like,
crazy.
whoa.
Wasn't during a Kawaii Con. It was some fucking comic
That's
book nerd sitting out there with
It
some
wasn't.
anime shit.
It was fucking like they were acting hard. Like,
How did they not do that?
Okay, look, I've been here for
Fuck,
2 or 3 days. HPD seems heavy out here, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like if I'm just driving around, I don't remember seeing police as much.
There's a lot of cops nowadays.
Yeah, that's fair. That's a
yeah,
fair assessment,
There's
I
a lot
think.
of cops out, dude. Especially now, like they gotta make their quota and shit like that. You know, like every 6 months. Like
They're always posted up at the poly, coming off the poly, because I gotta take poly from Kailua to get to town.
Just waiting for your ass.
Just
man.
want to tax my ass, dude.
Somebody, they just want to find you dummy for speeding. You should have known I was going to be here and slow down, you dumb. Now you get a ticket. That's pretty much like the rule, right? Then when you're out of sight, you just speed up and go fast.
What number
again.
joint is this for you, like in your life? 1 million?
756,334.
Oh, you got it clocked in.
I can confirm that. No, just kidding. That's this podcast alone.
So how did you learn how to do the finesse and what you do, just by doing it?
Dude, repetition to 10,000 hours, man. Just gotta keep on going. Muscle memory.
This is in SAC or this is here, like in high school?
Oh no, dude, fucking through high school.
doing
Oh, what
it.
you mean like growing?
No, I mean I fuck everything.
Rolling a fucking joint? High school and beyond, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I was smoking in high school. I think like in retrospect, I fucking needed it, dude. Like I was really
What you were
fucking
going through.
severely, yeah, and I was going through some tough shit. So
Yeah.
severely fucking ADD, man. Plus going through some personal shit in my life. I fucking needed it, and it was
Yeah.
crazy because like I found it, and I was always taught that it's super bad and it's gonna fuck me up, but bruh, it's something
Propaganda
that,
machine got
dude,
to you,
it was
and
bad.
all of us at that generation.
But I needed it. Like I fucking needed it. It would have done me a lot better in school, social,
No shit.
yeah, and
That's
behavior.
a huge. What is that?
Did you smoke this much when,
Yeah, what
like, in
is
high
that,
school?
dog?
Nah, no way. Not even close.
What the? Like what?
It's a little stubby.
You ever break open all the pops and then roll them into one?
Yes, that's what
fucking
that
thing?
is?
Yeah, pretty much.
This
It's
fucking,
normal. That's what that is.
Golly.
It's normal.
I guess
You,
we're gonna.
you guys watch the Smoke Box with the guy from
Be
Cypress Hill?
I have
Be
a
real?
few episodes. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
This
crazy.
this is like that to me. Like I want to watch you guys like do what you do. Like, damn.
Dude, this podcast alone, I'd like wake up the next morning and go and look at the ashtray like, holy fuck.
Hard, dude. You guys doing
Jesus
hella hard,
Christ.
dude.
There's like a 1/4 ounce in roaches. Like,
Yeah.
holy shit.
Okay, so I gotta ask, like, what? Okay, so like in jiu-jitsu and judo, there's like things that you don't do culturally that is either like not told or told. Remember how I referenced that?
Mhm.
In what you guys do, whether it be like growing or just in the community, like what are some unspoken things that like you just don't do that?
Here's one: you don't eat into and chew into a microphone.
Heard.
From a podcast perspective, you don't want to
Heard.
hear your people eating in your earbuds because a lot of people have AirPods, right?
Oh,
And
it's
you
like
don't
too-
want to hear
It's
it.
too much.
Yeah, it's
Too
overstimulating.
ASMR.
Oh.
It's too over. Unless you like agree to that by clicking on an ASMR video, people don't want that shit.
Can't do it.
Yeah, these crutches, man, we gotta do something about these crutches.
Are they like soggy?
They're too flimsy.
Yeah, they were like the thin index cards. That's an I don't know. Stoner hack.
some
Index cards
beef.
work great for crutches.
What's a crutch? Like what you put the end in?
Yeah,
Okay, you could see
something
where
I
I'm
lean
at
on.
in my
Something I lean on for emotional support.
marijuana journey.
Marijuana.
No, yeah. So like, here's the thing, right?
I do a wait. Hold on before we start. I just remembered too, like ADHD. Fucking rolling wise blunts. I gotta give a big shout out to JJ in Long Beach. He's never probably gonna listen to this, but I gotta give credit where it's due. He taught me how to roll a blunt out of cigars. Shout out to JJ.
And now you're using that technique forever.
Ever
How
Jake.
sushi
God bless you.
to fucking whatever.
God bless you, my sweet man.
My dude.
for me, rolling a blunt came just from figuring it out because I've watched the movie Kids. And they go crack, 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 and they break it open, scrape out the tobacco, lick it up, fucking pour it in,
notes,
roll it
like-
up, right? And I was like, I think I can replicate.
I
I know
can
how
do
to
that.
roll a joint. I can do that, and I did it. And then I used to love blunts for a long time,
I do
but then
too,
it's
man.
like I realized like that's a lot of like
of
tobacco and
tobacco.
paper and shit.
Yep.
Here's the weird thing. I smoked cigarettes, so
Is what
go
he
figure.
just rolled not a lot of paper and shit? Like that seems like a lot.
Well, it's
Three.
three. It's three of like these papers
It's 3 of the king
connected
size.
this way. To
It's about
It's a lot.
A little over a quarter.
what would
about
you
a half
consider that?
ounce in here.
Because there are like different
It's impressive.
terminologies for joints, right? How you roll it, what the shape of it is, what's in it, right? There's all these different things. What would you call that?
The
A baseball
Ellsworth.
bat.
You gotta use
The
the
Ellsworth. Yes, the Ellsworth. That's what we're fucking calling them.
Let's do it.
With one L.
With 1 L. You got to be come correct.
Yeah.
I need your torch for this one, dude. It's a gelato. I just can't wait because I just harvested and that shit's
Oh
drying.
shit, gelato. I heard of that strain
Yeah,
before.
man. So I just got it from one of my friends. He's a grower too, and the good thing is he's organic. So like, yeah, dude, like ethics wise, don't do. A lot of people spray. A lot of people put things
Oh
on it.
shit, that seems so like intuitive.
It's
like,
heavy, bro. And
don't
you gotta
do
think
that.
like the fucking ethics and like putting into your dude. A lot of people in dispensaries will have that too, like rec dispensaries.
Oh,
You'll find that there.
that's
So
crazy.
you gotta fucking like think about even with the craft of your product that you're putting out. Like ethics is highly involved in that craft of that product. You gotta put out something that you yourself would consume, but like put out something that you're proud to put out.
How does that work with the age-old sage advice from Notorious B.I.G.? Don't get high on your own supply.
I think that's more cocaine related
Oh, okay,
because
okay.
you'll
Shoot,
you'll be a
got it.
junkie and then
Got
you
it,
won't
got
be
it,
able
got
to
it.
do
Yeah.
the grind, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we
True
get
that.
some like pretty elite product in the store, and I'll tell my clients that come in when they buy it, I'm like, I don't take like these gis because I don't get high on my own supply. So even I reference that like where I'm at, I'm like, I'm not. I could wear this gi, but I'd rather sell this gi
Yeah.
because like that's the business that I'm in. I'm not
Right.
into wearing all the gis. I'm into selling the gis.
Right.
So if this is some heat that I'm gonna sell for like $800, I'm not gonna wear it myself.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to sell that gi.
Because you got to eat that cost too.
Facts.
Just same thing with drugs, with geese,
You
with
gotta- yeah.
plant. I mean, maybe
Yeah,
not plants, but-
facts.
So like I told you what I want to say. Fucking,
Because you took a hit of that fucking
Everyone knows
monster,
you're
dog.
high, dude.
God damn.
Look at that shit. It's like a fucking sage.
Yeah, it's like
bunch.
the holy bush that they do like before like seances and shit, dude.
Yeah, what is that? What's the terminology? The Ellsworth. That's what, right? Sorry, I came back and I forgot what we were fucking said earlier.
I just can't wait for this like harvest to be dry and sample that fucking harvest because that one had a lot of love put into it.
What are you
man.
thankful for since we never do one earlier?
Friends.
Yeah.
Oh, God bless you, sweet
Thank you for
child.
friends.
Thank you.
No matter where you guys go, fucking we all still link up.
Yup.
So
Yup.
a lot of people have friends that stay throughout your entire life. A lot of people travel and get on with their own life. So to be brought up in beautiful Pearl City, you know, and to have that core values and how we are all able to stay connected. Jordan just hopped on, right?
Yeah.
So like how we're all able to stay connected with one another is fucking special, and you don't see that, especially in the mainland. You don't see that. People
Yeah.
go, boop, they're gone.
Yeah.
So what? You
Kind of
know?
just like fall into their own routine and just do what they do.
Yeah, totally.
Yep.
But like people from Hawaii, you know, especially us, our group of friends, everybody managed to still connect with
Yeah.
each other.
That's a good reason to be thankful, man, for sure.
Yeah. So I'm grateful for friends.
Yeah. How about you,
I'm
Eric?
thankful for small businesses for the reason that, like, you guys can curate what you guys choose to give to the world through
Ayo.
you guys. And unlike big corporations, you do have a connection with the community and your customers. I think that's fucking cool. You know what I mean? Not like big corporations. I just said that, right?
Right. So it's a craft, you know, and what you sell, your reputation, all that shit is on the line when you're being a small business, and like that's what you're trying to say. That like Amazon don't give a fuck about you,
Walmart don't give a fuck about you.
Home Depot don't give a fuck about you.
Right.
I'm a big fan of Costco, but Costco also doesn't give a fuck about
And,
you.
like,
But
small-
I also love
Costco.
Costco, though. So, like...
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I go to Walmart
fuck Costco,
too.
but I also...
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
an executive member, though. Like, I like it, though. But, yeah.
There's room for both. Shout out to Temu. But no, yeah,
CP.
it's cool that like, because sometimes when you do business with a small business, and
I always
know,
pay cash with small business.
well, like you're a regular.
I try to pay cash with small business.
If
as
you're a
well.
regular and you're polite to them and you're just kind, they will sometimes go out of their way to like help you.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No other places do that shit. They're
Yeah.
just like, fuck, you can be nice to them all
Let me
day. And
tell
it's
you
like,
this,
these are
like,
our
Let me
policies.
tell you
and
this.
we're
All you
sticking
guys
to
from
them.
Hawaii, like, you know the Kama'aina discount,
Mm.
right? Kama'aina discount. We get people from in my store, and like sometimes they're just straight up howling, and it's like, is there a discount? And I'm like, no, there's not a discount. The price is the price. If they're like, hey man, like, you have military discount, like, okay, like we don't have one officially, but I will give them a military discount.
Right.
If they say, hey man, if I buy 2, could you kick down XYZ? I'm like, I can.
Mhm.
Why? Because I would do that.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
with like at the swap meet at Aloha Stadium, my dad would take me, and I would distinctly remember this, dog. I would like, oh, I want these cars, I want this toy, whatever. It's $10. He would give me 5, and be like, go get it. And I was like, oh, it's 10 though. He's like, yeah, I'll figure it out. And I was like, you're Chinese, and I'm like, Dad, yes, clearly.
Let's fucking go.
My 8-year-old self is like, you're Chinese, Dad.
I want
like,
that
you're,
skate so
my
bad.
son, you're Chinese.
Right.
But no,
You
like,
have the gift.
yeah. So it's in my blood already, right? So like you know what's funny is like I still remember that memory. What I'm trying to get to is like I'm a product of that system. That's what I came up in. So if people come the right way, I will reciprocate that
Yeah,
system.
exactly.
But
That's
if
what
you
I think
come
of-
not correct, I ain't giving you no discount at all.
Yeah, I think a lot of people miss that in customer service. It's two ways. You cannot come at someone you're trying to expect something from with an attitude and expect them to be kind and just give you what you want. Like, you gotta,
100%.
you know what I mean? It goes both ways. And that comes from me being in customer service and being the receiving end of people who are just assholes and shit and like expect the world. It's like, not for you, fuckface. But
Fucking
like people who
flight
come nice,
attendants,
it's like,
ruthless.
right on,
Where's
bro.
the finesse, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. That's
Where'd
why,
you
like,
work customer service at?
Nah, I was in the hotel industry for a pretty long time. So like
Down.
now I know how to
Waikiki?
deal
Like
with when I
where?
in Waikiki, but now that I have to deal, like sometimes I deal with hotels, like I know how to go about it. I know how to talk to them.
You know
I
what
know
to do and what not
Yeah,
to do.
exactly.
Like,
Like,
oh man.
He's
You know,
got the cheat code like
when we
Super
leave the
Mario
hotel
3.
room, we like pack, pull up the sheets and make it nice for the housekeeper, so it's kind of prepped for them because we know the procedures.
it's like.
It's like try to help out and shit. Put our towels.
I
on
like
the
to
ground.
shit on my bed right as I'm leaving.
You too?
Amber
Yes,
Heard.
and put a little mint on it. Like
We
a chocolate
really are
mint.
friends now.
Amber Heard.
Amber Heard. Oh shit.
I like to just shit on my bed and just, as I'm leaving.
Nice, nice.
All right, cool guys.
You
Thank
stay
for the
under your
stay.
real name.
Nope. It's under Erik.
Yeah,
Amber Heard.
Eric's
shit.
son. Eric's son. There's
Erik's
your
son. Throw your kid under the
No,
bus.
Your kid's son. Your
Good
kid-
luck growing up, buddy. You're gonna have a
You'll never
record.
take a date to a hotel.
You're gonna grow up
ever.
with a record, dude. They're gonna ban you from all Holiday Inns.
Smudged your son.
Production crew, what are you thankful for?
Thankful for today.
The
Still
present.
having another day.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
That's it.
I'm thankful for water. Water. Bro.
Holy kawai.
Do you
Water
want-
is life.
Did you guys hear that Menehune water is shutting down?
I heard that.
No?
Yes, I heard
What?
that. That's what they said about Pog though. And
I heard
Pog
that-
is still going
Why?
hard.
What happened?
Cause their fucking processing plant is near fucking Red Hill,
Yeah.
so their fucking water is like in
Oh, they
jeopardy
can
of being
sue the
contaminated.
shit
Hey, you
out
know
of
what?
them.
You know what's
for
fucked
that.
up though?
They probably will move to Kapo
Those were the
Yeah.
guys that wasn't giving water to COVID. Aloha Water was the one giving out fucking free water to everybody. So karma bit them in the fucking
Because
ass.
Menehune
Nah,
was
they're
like
gonna-
Aloha
they're
water.
gonna
Gas
sue,
money.
bro.
What is
You
Aloha
can't
water?
Give it
Nah.
away.
Is that a thing?
Aloha Water?
I thought Menehune water was the only water
No,
delivery
Aloha Water
service.
Dude,
in
Company,
there's like
dude.
fucking 3
Oh,
or
Wake
4
up,
of them.
sheeple.
Shout out
Wake
to
up-
the
no, I'm kidding.
Gabriels.
I didn't know.
man.
I really didn't know that. Fuck, I'm being genuine. I didn't know there was an alternative.
Is that
To
the one that have the
Menehune
machines
water.
that like
There's a
Food Land,
few.
you can just fill up the bottles? Is that the
There's
one?
that too,
Yeah,
yeah.
they come and fill up.
And if Menehune is going out of water, just keep all your empty bottles. Fuck them. What are they gonna do? Come after you for the shit they
Bro.
don't need.
In my shop, I literally like people come up like, entitled, and they're like, "Oh, bust out their military ID." I'm like, "We're good.
Cool story.
Put that shit back."
Damn. But what?
Sorry.
But what if they come
Sorry.
up and say, "Hey, man, like, I love what you're doing here." Like, what if they came correctly
If
and
they're
said,
cool as fuck.
"See,
No worries.
that's the
bro.
difference, right?"
Yeah.
So you're not against military discounts. You're
No.
against how they come across with this.
Yes. They'll slide it across the counter. I'm just like, slide it right back. Like, oh, what is that? I can't do nothing with that cat card. Put it back. If you're DOD, I'll giggle a little.
So it's not only them then; it's
Damn.
anybody that could get a discount if they're coming the wrong way. You know, it's not just military then. You
A
know?
lot of places in
Facts.
Hawaii.
Anybody.
When you flex that muscle,
could be
I'm
fucking
like,
Kamaina.
fuck you.
Charge them double.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, there's a water tax to this. You know what I mean? Here
And
you go.
transit tax and county tax.
This
All
is
the
not a-
taxes
Well, you
charge
got to
for
replace the
legal.
water you fucking ruined, so there's some tax for that. Sorry, guys.
This is not a judgment statement, but a lot of places in Hawaii have a military discount and don't have a Kamaina discount.
A lot of places. Womp, womp, womp.
Yikes.
Hotels do.
I was
but-
at UFC gym in Kailua
nothing.
has Kamaina for sure. I went to UFC gym in Kailua
Yeah,
today,
yeah.
and I was like, let me just get a pass. And she's like, $25 for the day. I'm like, heard. Do you have multi days? And she's like, I'll get somebody. I brought over a chick and was like, oh, what do you need? I'm like, oh, I'm here for like 10 days. I want to train here. And she's like, buy $50 worth of merch, and I'll give you a week. And I was like,
Yes.
done. So I got some protein, whatever. And she was like, oh, when are you actually leaving? And I was like, I'm leaving in 10 days. She's like, I'll make your pass for 10 days, not a week. And I was like, bro, mahalo,
Awesome.
thank you.
Customer service.
Yeah. But if I came in and be like, hey, let me get the cheapest rate. What's the cheapest
Yeah,
rate?
yeah.
Like, bro, like, it's just like, you have to learn how to finesse people and talk to people genuinely, though. It's not even a finesse, actually. That's the wrong word.
Just
in some
talk to
cases, it
people.
is.
Yeah.
But in some cases, like, genuinely being like, hey, I appreciate you. So when I was done, I said, hey, what's your name? And she was like, said her name. And I'm like, hey, I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Like, thank
Yeah.
you.
That's true, like how business should be conducted.
And I think that comes with being in that position on that other end of it, or being able to put yourself in the shoes of that other person,
Yeah.
and being able to like have empathy for their situation. And,
Yeah.
like, you know, what I mean? You're probably the 10th person that's coming and ask for a discount. You fucker, like, again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that kind of shit. And you come in with fucking
I didn't ask for a discount. I
coming
said,
in
you
hot.
have multiple
No, not you. I'm not
days.
talking about you. I'm just saying like people in general.
I'm not
coming
them.
coming in hot with like
It's Chinese.
No, there's a lot of people that
race. Whoa. We're not just gonna gloss over that blatant racism.
fucking hard in the paint.
Her down, huh?
Pause. Hard pause. What?
The record
No.
just scratches.
Anyway. But yeah.
No, so knowing your clientele coming to the door, you know, is a good way to gauge what you do from there on out. If you generally need help, I'm gonna get you help. You know, and I'm blessed that a lot of clients like they know my situation, so like I'll give them the discount. They're like, no, you're good. Here, I'll tip you.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Cool, man. Here, buy
Yeah.
lunch. I'm like, that's fucking dope.
Yeah.
I appreciate that a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
it's hard to make it in Hawaii.
Yeah. Pay your friends. How about this? Like, pay your small business friends cash and don't ask for discounts from your friends.
Yeah.
That's support right there.
Right? That should be support.
That's real fucking.
That is
my-
fuck, dude.
Yeah, my friend dropped a book, like a training book about like a journal almost for judo. Instagram mind games, and I wanted to buy the book to support him. And he was like, "Oh, I'll give you a discount." I said, "Don't disrespect me and give me a discount. I'm gonna charge you. Charge me full." Like, that's what it is. That's only. I'm not saying that to like be bargocious, but it's like that goes such a long way with your small business friend owners. Where it's like, are you gonna ask Nike for a discount?
Right.
You're gonna go up to Nike
That's
or this
true support,
Red
too.
Lobster and be like, "Hey, can I have a discount?" If your friend has a food truck, have him cater it.
Yeah.
Like my barber opened up his own shop, coming from the shop I met him at. I followed him there, and like the last 5-6 years, I've been going to the same dude. I'm probably gonna send my son to this dude.
Right.
Loyalty.
Loyalty, like that does matter at the small, like what you were thankful for, small business. Yeah, it goes a long way.
You gotta keep that right. Everyone, especially Hawaii, we gotta know that like we're on a fucking tiny little island. We gotta watch out for each other. We can't leave any avenue for these big businesses to come and put
Yeah.
everyone out. Like
Yeah.
COVID, they tried and people went under in COVID. Like
Yeah.
a lot of loves fucking bakery. Who would have thought?
R.I.P.
Well, it's still
They got
around
bought out.
though.
They got bought out.
Yeah. It's just like the original owners, but like the company that bought it is still branding it under Loves.
That's what I'm saying. They bought the brand. It's not Loves.
Yeah.
It's not fucking.
Is
Loves.
Aloha Made Juice still around?
I have no clue.
I don't even know if that
Yeah, they
local
are.
still.
They
is that
are.
local though,
They're
or
still
is
around.
it owned by Anheuser-Busch?
Turn the,
Heard.
yeah,
Yeah.
turn the cans Coca-Cola.
Heard.
Oh fuck.
I heard that they went under. I wasn't sure, but
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
No,
I've
they're
been
still
away for a
around.
while.
Hawaiian Sun and
Hawaiian
Aloha
Sun.
Made. And Aloha Made. The two are
Heard.
still around.
Are those the only two local juices? Pog.
Which
They said
is
they were gonna business too. Or that's Middle Gold. So,
I know, but we have
Marigold,
pretty
that's
lovely iced tea though on hand.
Where?
Moon
I
Rabbit.
was gonna say that. That's not iced tea. Where? I don't want any of that shit.
Yeah.
I'll take some for later though, but I don't want it now. We're doing a podcast. Let's fucking be professional.
Yeah. What happened the last time? She's like, it's a
4
sipper. He says,
4 gummies in.
fucking
Damn.
got up and left. I was standing by myself. Like, God damn. Yeah. He said, I'm
Bye.
out, guys. Sorry.
Yeah.
We're good. Nah, those gummies are fucking delicious.
They're good. 5 milligrams is cool because I ate 4 of them and that's good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I had 2.
Could probably eat 2 more on the way home. You know what I mean? That like
Sheesh.
That water that you fucking
help you sleep. You know what I mean?
felt
There
that
you
one.
go. There you go.
That
It was a
good.
long day today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
I know all of us have to wake up early every morning.
I'm
That's a
slowly
thing.
forgetting about it though. Like
It's
this
crazy.
fucking joint. Huh, what happened today?
There's gonna come a point again in our lives when we hit a certain age where it's gonna be acceptable for us to sleep into like 12, 1 o'clock and get up and be like old and shit.
Fuck yeah.
I can't do it, man.
You will one day, and you're gonna enjoy it. You're gonna love it.
I feel like shit though.
Nope.
Like, even naps. I know people are like take a nap.
Nope.
I'm like, no, I refuse to take naps.
Tell you what,
Naps
you're
are
gonna
glorious.
we're gonna do that.
Naps are
We're gonna
glorious.
do
Cat
that,
nap.
and we're gonna
I'm a
wake
cat
up
napper.
and do
can't-
that, and we're gonna still take naps during the day,
You
like
just
4
like
of them.
hang from a ceiling upside down and just cross your arms.
Well, like,
I sleep in a coffin.
Like you don't
Batman.
sleep, you wait. You don't sleep, you wait for the next day.
Yeah. Slowing down your
Always.
metabolism to save energy.
Yeah, you don't even sit up. You just go straight from your feet. Like
Yeah, the ankles grab me.
I'm ready.
Oh shit! I heard Jocko Willink say 10 minutes with your feet elevated is all you need.
For what?
I don't know.
Turn into a vampire?
It was a clip
To
on
be a
Instagram.
vampire?
To turn into a vampire. To not turn into a vampire. That's how you avoid
He has some good shit though. Jocko has some good
vampiric
shit.
Chocolate
shit.
awesome.
Yeah, he's an
Well, I
fucking
do know that
individual.
during volleyball, in the tournaments and shit, when it got really late in the tournaments, my coach would make us do that. Put our legs up.
Oh, I
and
thought you meant to say take naps.
people
Make us
do.
take
but-
naps.
Nine.
Yeah, it's like a 5-hour fucking tournament every day. You
Go
know, it's
sleep,
like
boys.
crazy. But like, yeah, you put your legs up, and apparently all the lactic acid building up from jumping and shit gets away from those leg muscles. So
it
that
goes to
makes
your heart.
sense.
Maybe. It goes right
I
straight to your heart.
I played back row, so I didn't need to do that shit. I was
Yeah.
like, I don't need to jump. What?
I don't know how people don't take naps. Maybe I was just thinking. Maybe people who should take naps that don't are actually taking naps, but they're still conscious. That's why they're fucking going senile and crazy. Because their mind is shutting down, but their body's still moving, and they're just fucking like, I don't know, mental.
I don't know. That's a lob for fucking. That's a Hail Mary.
Try it.
I don't think so.
No.
I don't know. When I wake up off a nap, I feel like the day passed me by that I'll never get back because I wanted to be lazy. Like, and this is me personally. I know people take naps. I don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna judge you. Like, but me, when I wake up, I'm like, fuck, dude. Like, I lost out on like 3 hours. I lost out on the day. I can't do nothing
I
now.
gotta
It's
get after
late.
it, Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. So like, I'm usually on a fucking pretty busy pace.
I was like that, but then I had a kid, and this dude has no idea of concept of time for
Nope.
the first however long years.
The
So it's
moon's
like,
out. I'm
This
up.
kid got up at 4:30 today. Like we took a flight from Oregon, so we're 3 hours ahead. So he got up at 4:30 today. Wakes me up. I tell my wife I can't do it. I gotta sleep. God bless her soul. She's like her. Took her out, and then they went to go watch the sunrise. But like, dude, like you're living with an individual that has no concept of time or no concept of sleep, no voice control. Like, dude. So I ask you this. So I'm sure you having your child messed up and altered your sleep to some capacity. Like, any parent out there has ever could say
Bro.
that it never changed anything for sleep?
My daughter.
That's the thing I
slept
asked
through the
you was
night.
like, how's
No,
your
yeah.
sleep?
Yeah.
She was a little colicky in the first like 6 to 8 months, which is like, yeah, she'd wake up, no worries. I got the swaddle game tight, you know, with the fucking.
It's
lapel
the years of
choke.
rolling the joint. So what's
Zah.
a joint other than a human child to swaddle?
It was.
Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying that it didn't. It came from the neon belly,
Pack it tight.
tucking it nicely. She loved the swaddle, so I could swaddle her and she would go down.
That's what's up.
So I had the colic pills, so like I kind of knew. Bup, 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 done.
Yeah.
So I got good night's sleep. Like, she was a blessing. Super easy.
God bless.
The next one's gonna be a fucking hellraiser, guaranteed.
All my kids slept through the night, but they do wake up at an ungodly hour. But they're at the age where they kind of can wake up, and
See?
I'm not too worried
You
about
made
them. They
through
can
it.
kind of, they can kind of get ready, like
4-month-old, not yet though,
No,
right?
no, no,
obviously,
no. Yeah.
obviously.
But here's the thing, like on school days when like I gotta get up and get everybody awake, like I'm the most hated person in the house. Like I gotta wake these two boys up and they're like, "Fuck you," and I'm like,
Do it with
"Bruh."
a leaf blower. Get a leaf blower and
nah.
go. Brr, like
I
wake
try to
them
be.
up.
The frog
I try to-
splash off the couch works every
I
time.
try to be
Headbutt.
gentle.
The Chris Benoit style, dog.
Nah, I try to be gentle because
You ain't Chris
okay.
Benoit.
Every day.
Every day.
Was it-
What was CTE? I don't know.
Well, as I say, I try to be gentle because I heard this thing say about like yelling at your kids in the morning is not a good way for them to start the day, mentally or
Sets the
emotionally.
tone.
You
Yeah,
know what I
sets the
mean?
tone
You don't need a
for
So,
it.
PhD
yeah,
to
it's like-
tell you that shit.
No, yeah. So like, try to be gentle, but it's like, wake up, wake up, wake up, and then they kind of like, okay, and I'm like, hey, I'm gonna go fucking get something else ready. Come back. It's like, you motherfucker, you're not awake yet.
Cold bucket of water. Like
Nah, I just want to traumatize them. But it's
Muriatic
dude,
acid.
It's just I think a
Sorry.
trade-off, right? Is like you get to sleep in on the weekends, but every weekday you got fucking hate thrown at you from every angle in the
I'm
morning.
not even there yet, man. I'm still working with this kid that has no concept of like time to get up.
No,
He's
only
just
on the
getting up.
weekdays. On the weekends, it's like they're cool on their own. But fucking weekdays, school.
Here's the thing. On the weekends, do you give them all the freedom in the world since you guys are on a tight schedule?
No, we used to, but we fucking no. It's interesting you ask. Because yes, the answer would have been yes like 2 weekends ago.
Okay.
But now we've tried to implement some structure with scheduled things
yeah.
like homework time, fucking
Hell yeah.
craft time, even play outside time. You know what I mean? All these things.
Maybe
and
because you're getting older.
they're
or
getting older, and I think they need the structure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We cannot just let them go
Yeah.
free range.
Kids strive for
During
structure.
it's weird, like during the allotted time, you know, we're like, I can think we're different from other parents. We go play outside in the neighborhood. You know what I mean? The go play and then
Yeah.
come back.
Get out.
We'll come get you, or come back.
Mm.
So, but like, yeah, you can go wild. We're not gonna hover over you and watch your free playtime with your friends, but like in the house, like do chores. You
Yeah.
got shit to do.
And nowadays, you got to helicopter a little bit because of the imposing threat out those doors. People are up to some crazy shit nowadays. I mean, I got 2 girls, right? Like, I'll let them go up the street. But the rule is you got to check in the house to let me know. And I'm listening. I'm here. So she has to come in and say, hey, Dad, I'm okay. And if time runs out, my ass is stomping up there. I better fucking, you know what I mean? Like, I got to give her that little bit of freedom.
But have the boundary too.
Yeah, you
But
gotta
have a
have
boundary.
boundaries. Yeah.
And it's a cul-de-sac. So I'm watching people fucking coming and going.
Yeah.
right.
You're not leaving. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
You visually
It's
assess
like training
kind
day.
of the fucking
At the end of training day,
we got this block and
when
block.
they go down, yeah.
I own this motherfucker.
one way in, one way out, bitch.
Kong ain't got shit on me.
Exactly.
No, yeah, it's kind of how our neighborhood is. There's a bunch of kids that live like on the houses on our street, so it's cool to let them go out and play. Like they're being watched.
Yeah.
By,
I
by
trust
the
her.
neighborhood.
I trust her decision-making skills.
Right.
I brought her up. I mean, she's 10. Like, I brought her up until this point with, like, what I would... I mean, she does some pretty stupid shit once in a while, but that's life. They're kids. You know what I mean? I can't... Nobody's perfect. But morally, I know she ain't going to do nothing fucking
Right.
stupid. You know? Like,
Yeah.
she's a good kid. So, being a good kid... I taught her some defense mechanisms, in case you encounter sticky situations,
Yeah.
like
Yo.
how to exit properly.
Yeah.
And so I just kind of leave it up to her under a controlled situation and see what happens from there. Fucking
Situational awareness, yeah, being
Situational
yeah,
awareness.
yeah. Because my kids have the impression like I just gonna kick him in the balls, Dad. Like, no, you're not, son. That's nice, nice try, but you're gonna get
That's a
fucking
start.
You're gonna get
Yeah.
snatched, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, just being aware, like you know what I mean, and like knowing when like shit seems a little off here.
Yeah. I
Fuck
think-
society.
Where's the
for
adult I
everyone.
can trust?
I mean, a big part of that, like I hear you guys talking about that, like martial arts is one of the answers.
Right, right.
Not the answer.
Mhm.
One of the answers for that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like not only
True.
does like you understand the situations that like you might find yourself in, but like it's teaching you the techniques to like if it does happen. Actually, fuck that. It tells you how to avoid it first.
That's exactly right.
Right, art of war. Like, dude didn't want to. The best fight is the fight that doesn't have to be fought.
Right.
Right. And I never been a fight in my life, and I was a bouncer in San Jose, and I've never had to fight anyone or got a fight brought to me ever.
Right.
Because part of me is like, if it comes to me, I don't even want to deal with that. Or like, I don't let it get my goat. I don't buy back into it.
Yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah.
like, it just reflects off of me, right?
Yeah.
But like, I accredit that to martial arts. So like, structure, how you guys talked about kids strive from structure, or like discipline, or like any other attributes that you guys want, like a true or a good dojo will have that.
Yep.
For the kids.
Yep.
You know, and I think that's important, especially like you guys said in this day and age with daughters or with sons too. Yeah, you should learn, but then you're learning the actual techniques if it does go to that.
Yes.
Right.
If it does get to X and you can't remove yourself and it follows you, it escalated. So this is what you learned how to deal with that.
Right.
And communicating to them with that power in their repertoire to be like, what's defensive and what's offensive.
Yeah, because you don't want to get bullies, right? You don't want to have just people just
Right.
using it.
You don't want to be that bully.
No.
So like using it for defense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Or not using it, or knowing when to use it or when not to use it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. You have your boundary,
Yeah.
setting those boundaries up.
Yeah.
But it gives you the confidence knowing that my boundaries are protected, so I can use an intellectual way to de-escalate. You know, you have that room.
It has to have that protection.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. See, I picked
For
up
you
on
to,
that.
to intellectually break down the situation, because if I can't talk to you, I got it taken care of.
Yeah.
Kids nowadays, they're fucking afraid because they don't have that. You know what I mean? Yeah, if they have a fucking that in the repertoire, like I'm a boxer,
Shit.
they'll
Muay
fucking
Thai.
pick a fight because they don't have the intellectual fucking.
Yeah.
That's a
the
flip.
discipline. The discipline.
Right. Or the guys who start fights don't even have that discipline to begin with, that repertoire. So immediately they're afraid of their bubble, their boundary, because
Yeah.
there's no protection.
Mm-hmm.
So they're gonna lash out.
Overcompensate.
Right.
Even,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Having that technical background and the confidence in your ability gives you the confidence to use your words to solve disputes.
100%.
Sometimes it's not even words; it's a look or a body posture.
Body
You can
posture.
convey that through body language too. Yeah, you know.
Anything.
Knowing that,
Verbal,
like, he's not gonna get to
nonverbal.
you. The more he bark, it's not gonna do
Yeah.
nothing to you because you're confident. Like, oh fuck, I cannot shake this guy.
Yeah.
I'm forced to listen to him now,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
start
yeah,
talking.
but like you said, it's the people who don't know how to do that, don't have the intelligence
There's
to
a-
use their
yeah.
words
Yeah.
Totally.
and have no technical background. They just flip out and start throwing
When
hands
Rocky
like when
first
they
came
don't
back,
need to.
when he fought back and he fought the Mason-Dixon line,
Mm-hmm.
Mason the Line Dixon, and ESPN was doing Mason. That's a cool name too. And they were doing an ESPN prompt, and one of the guys was like, "I don't think
Mason
Mason
Dixon
the
has a
Lion-
mustache too, by the way.
I don't think
Yeah,
Mason
got
the
it.
Lion's gonna have enough. He's gonna try and dig at Rocky, and he's gonna realize he doesn't have a big enough shovel."
Mm.
And like that's what martial arts, or that's what that gives you, where it's like, you're gonna try and dig at me, I don't want to deal with that. Or anyone that's trained, not even me, don't say me, anyone that has trained, your shovel ain't big enough. Like you can't I'm not gonna engage. If I do have to, do you want to?
Mm.
And like there's a lot, even coming from Hawaii, like the difference between fighting in dojos in Hawaii and fighting in because I fought all over the world. I fought in dojos all over the world. I've never gotten to a street fight all over the world, but I fought in dojos all over.
Yeah.
And the thing about Hawaii, I always tell everybody about Hawaii, like people love to scrap, they love to fight. The fighting spirit is so strong here.
Right.
I say in a positive way.
Right.
Obviously, it can be negative, whether school shootings or people dying or jumping people. Yancy Medeiros talked about that kid getting jumped 4-on-1.
Right.
Yeah.
Obviously, that happens, right? But like, people love to fight here, man. So if I'm back home or like just to be in the judo dojo or jiu-jitsu dojo, like it's different.
Right.
They have the pride, they want to scrap. But if I'm in the dojo again, it's in a constructive, like within the boundaries of what we agreed upon. You don't get that in California. California is pretty gnarly too,
Right.
but like you don't get it anywhere else in my personal experience.
But that's
Right.
like you gotta
That's
find
unique.
that avenue, like the safe way, right? Find a dojo or any like boxing, wrestling, something to
Discipline.
to channel that thing
Martial arts is
into.
discipline.
Yes.
Yeah. Or even art.
Yeah.
Martial artists, you could find art too. Music, painting. Like
An
that's
outlet,
also
any kind of positive outlet.
see
Like samurai
Yeah.
back in the day, they did everything:
everything.
calligraphy, fucking
Archery,
flower arrangements,
ceramics.
yep, everything, poetry.
Yeah. Complete being, right?
Yep.
Complete being.
That's
Yeah.
the way. The
And
Book
that's
of Five Rings.
That's
dog.
interesting, dude. Like, people put a fucking cap on themselves nowadays. Where there's no way I could do that. Like,
I can't grow
why?
a beard. I don't have to trap people to trust me. Not with that attitude.
Exactly.
Not with that attitude.
Don't bring that shit around me.
Yeah,
How
fuck,
dare
everybody
you
can
say that
grow a
even
beard.
near me?
What's wrong with beards? Let's talk
Can't-
about it. Do you have a problem with the beard?
Right. Say something about
That's-
my beard.
Just grow it.
No, yeah, right. Fuck, I can't do it.
In this day and age, beards aren't suspicious.
It's
like,
commonplace, dude.
I
Yeah,
mean, are you
nobody-
biased?
I feel like nowadays nobody really judges somebody with a beard. What I find more off-putting is grown men complimenting other grown men on their beards like that. You don't know, like, hey, that's a nice beard, bro.
It's
Like,
a super nice beard, by the way.
oh, thank you. Like,
Yeah.
it may just be me and I don't take compliments well, but when I get that, it's like, oh, fuck. It just
What'd you
kinda feels-
fucking expect, man?
I didn't grow it to impress other dudes.
Well, other dudes are gonna be impressed because it's
Maybe.
peppery.
This is my. I haven't
wasn't always
shaved
this
in
dark. It
2
was-
years. Like this is what I.
It was
This is
not
what I
always this
grow.
way.
Wow.
So when I see that, I'm like, God damn.
And you're not hairy too, you lucky son of a bitch.
Yeah.
You got the hair where it counts.
Yeah.
I'm like
I'm
fucking
losing it up here,
God's
but it's all coming
cruel
out here.
joke.
You were the Yeti.
But it's
I was
white.
the
You were
Yeti.
the one that's walking away. in the
I
old
migrated to
footage of the
Hawaii
shit.
because the
Yeah,
heat
that's
it was
you.
too hot in the Pacific Northwest. Dude, that Yeti drop you guys did was pretty fucking cool.
Yeah,
I like
yeah,
that.
that's true. This the he's holding the gi.
Yeah. You like the way I matadored that whole
I should
subject,
bring it
right?
back. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Ole.
you can talk about the Dojo
Me being hairy,
Outfitters.
huh?
Huh? What? Dojo Outfitters, brick and mortar. Where is it located?
We're in Northwest Portland, Oregon. So if you're ever passing through, we get a lot of people from Kalei, Vancouver, BC, Hawaii. Oregon has no sales tax, so if you ever come through, you know that's a good spot to like. That's why a lot of people come from Vancouver, like visit us in Portland, Oregon. It's a destination. We were talking about Portland earlier. I've been there for 10 years, and like it's changed, but like there's still some charm in that city. And if you're ever visiting, come by Dojo Outfitters.
Hell yeah.
Do you guys have online stuff where you can get like not gis but like hats and shirts
Yeah,
and
we're
like
dropping
other
we're
merch
dropping
and
some
shit?
stuff this weekend actually. Like I got to the point in business where like I could pull the magic trick. Like I'm not there, but my employee is there, and I'm coordinating an online drop. So dojooutfitters.com, at Instagram. You know we're on. That's our main. We're not on Facebook, but we're on Instagram. That's like our main source of communication. So if you guys are on there, check us out. Check out. You know, everyone like your small business owners, like follow them.
Yeah.
I just want to say, like, follow your small business owner friends.
Hell yeah.
That's easy to do.
Yeah.
It's one click for you, and it means a lot to them.
100%.
Facts.
I stole that from somebody. I think I heard it on another
Facts.
podcast.
Yeah.
So fucking relevant.
And if you're wondering why it sounds like I was wrapping it up there, that's because I am.
Facts.
Because it's getting a little late. And what about you, sir? Where can people find you, Mr. Guru?
Oahu Garden Supply, 94150 Leo Street, Waipahu, Hawaii, 96797. Still trucking.
Yeah, man. Voices from the Planet, the other podcast on YouTube and Spotify, Instagram. And we're going to tell you about our sponsors again. Shout out to Mills for paying the bills. MillsNutrients.com. We're going to record a real one for you guys, for real.
So
for real.
millsnutrients.com. Come check out Mills. Instagram, Mills Pays the Bills. Yeah, come check them out. DM them if you have any questions. Come to the shop. I got you on the questions and how to use their products from ground up. So don't worry about all of that shit. I got you covered. Just contact us at the shop. We got you on any questions you have, Mills. So, yeah, check them out. Mills Pays the Bills.
And I know
Thanks,
we probably
guys.
did better earlier when we were talking about it. That was good, you know, talking about how you used it. So we'll try to do better and not do it when we're so high at the end.
No, yeah, we'll
But no, we did
record
one-
something very
Yeah,
good,
yeah,
and
we're-
like we'll have everything out there.
Get
but
it nice
it's
and
been a while.
polished up for you guys. 'Cause
Yeah.
We really do appreciate you, and we love you, and thank you. And also Small Kind High by Solidify for providing us tonight with these tasty treats.
They're Tomoe, fucking rice candies.
They have
very
all
nostalgic.
kinds.
It's pretty good.
Cotton candy flavored,
Vegan.
apple cotton candy.
They're vegan, too.
These ones, they have vegan options if you don't want horse hoof in your mouth.
Hoof. Yeah.
Hoof me up.
But
good.
they also have hoof infused ones too. But they can take your medicine and turn it into edible solutions for you.
I bet you can't eat all of those.
I bet you I fucking can.
Prove it.
Ooh, I got shit to do tomorrow.
You're gonna wake up feeling unproductive.
Dude, 20-year-old me will be like, really?
Mhm.
Hold my beer. Yeah.
But yeah, shout out to Small Kind High and also Meat Lux for their magnificent Wagyu beef.
Shout out to
fire.
Meat Lux.
I have a
Those
story for you.
fire.
If you ever need Wagyu beef because one of your dogs jumps on the counter and fucking scarfs down your other Wagyu beef that you paid $100 for, you can hit them up on Instagram, and they're local in Hawaii, so maybe you can get it pretty quick.
Yup.
You'll get it
Okay.
quick. It's super
them up.
quality. It's fucking local guys who know their shit. They go to Hasagawa Farms and just look up Hasagawa Farms. You'll know exactly where your food's coming from.
We all know the Japanese do things to the fucking nth degree, and they fucking nail it every time. Go Japan. And Brutal Mars Arts for our wonderful logo. It's
It's there.
Yeah, you know what.
You know what
Yeah,
it is.
yeah. And production crew, as always, thank you
Killed it.
for doing a awesome job. Tremendous work, gentlemen.
Check them out, Butt Naked Photography. Yeah, check them out, Professional
sir.
Photography.
No, you're gonna have to fucking edit that shit out, bro.
Why?
Cause it's Bud Naked, bro, and Bud Naked only.
Oh, I'm just trying to,
No.
help the brother out.
He's
on
good.
all
He's good.
facets.
All right. Okay, I'm just
Thank you,
checking. I
sir.
feel like
Sorry, not sorry. I
feel
don't know.
like-
Good,
Go ahead.
good.
okay.
Butt
okay.
Photography and
Nobody's gonna
other-
watch to the end anyway.
Jesus Christ.
Only me.
Not with that
just spent-
attitude. They
Not
ain't.
with that.
Spent a
Oh,
good
my
2
bad,
hours
you're
talking
right.
about uplifting the fucking people.
Yeah, I'm
your
sorry. My bad.
boys.
I don't mean
Nobody's
to
gonna watch
dis-
this shit. Anyway.
I don't mean to devalue this episode. It was a great fucking episode and a great conversation, and I do
Mahalo.
appreciate you coming on as just
Mahalo.
being funny.
Super
Anyway.
funny. Super fucking funny, Eric.
Turtle Doves, thank you. Moon Rabbit, thank you. That's it, right? All right. Thank
Mahalo.
you again.
Thank you.
Hello, guys.
Peace.